Mr. Primetime. It's a twist cap of
club soda.
There you go. I
had enough time to stop at the liquor store, so
I got Smart Water. How you doing, man?
Oh, we're both not drinking. This is gonna be a bad show.
What's off season, man? It's like there's not really a lot to talk about. We got a new Jets hero. We got full stadiums.
We got the Knicks to talk about. We got the Mets injuries to talk about.
Let's talk about positive stuff first. So, to kick things off, Governor Murphy today basically said, as of June 4th, all the indoor limits are gone, all the outdoor limits are gone. So, basically, as of now, full stadiums for September, man. We're gonna have full stadiums, football season,
full stadiums, and full tailgates. That's what I'm more excited about.
Yeah, I can't wait, dude. It was like, watching the Knicks game last night was just wild because it's just the passion of the crowd, the energy. Regardless of the game, dude, I was like, it's just so cool to see that, man.
That was the first time it felt like sports was like genuinely back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you had the real crowd going in there. I'm like, I can't wait until MetLife, September, week 1 or week 2, I guess.
Yep.
Can't wait to get back to that.
Well, I can't wait to week 1 and down in Carolina, going down there and checking it out. But I mean, it's cool. So if you guys don't know, Jets games as of now will be full capacity, which is awesome. So what's up in Los Angeles? How you guys doing? Yep. That's really cool stuff there. What's up, Joshua, the Bucks fan, Logan? Let's see. So yes, we will comment on other things too. What's up, Jose? What's up, Afram? What's up, Vinny? Yes, everybody's invited to the tailgate except for Steve.
As long as he brings his own food.
You saw my comment today, right?
Yeah, no free food.
That's it. So the Jets, prime time. Now that we have a full stadium, let's get to the bulk of the biggest story right now in Jets land. Is the Jets have a new hero. The guy hasn't played a snap yet, and he is now a Jets legend. And I may actually work on getting him on the show because he is now one of us. Obviously, he's part of our crew, dude.
I think we got to challenge him.
Yeah, I mean, when you shotgun like that, you've got to come on the show. I mean, there's just
he's clearly a fan of the show. I mean, that's where he learned to do it. I think he probably watched a few of the streams from last year.
So Feeney, and the really cool thing is, and now to see all the Jets linemen hanging out with Wilson, having a good old time bonding, and from everything you read, Zach Wilson's been hanging out with the rookies, been hanging out with the linemen. They're all just chilling, dude. And that's the best way to establish chemistry. You want to obviously have chemistry on the field. That starts off the field, in the classroom, in the weight room, and hanging out doing things. And this is all a good start, man.
Yeah, build those relationships, establish that trust, do it early on. Like you said, it's with veterans, it's with rookies, get on the same page with everybody. It's the best way to come out the gates flying. So I liked it. Yeah,
I love it, dude. It's cool to see just how everybody's just bonding. It's a lot of positivity surrounding the team, not a lot of bullshit. And, it's like the one thing that you read about Zach Wilson is he did the same thing at BYU, dude. He was all about his teammates, trying to just get everybody together and just that's just the way to do it, man. So it doesn't, obviously, it's early. It's May. So you can't say anything from it, but all the early indications are all positive.
Yeah. Don't give the media any reasons to, write negative shit. Check all the boxes, do what you're supposed to do. You're the quarterback, you're the leader, step up, take charge, and he's doing it.
Yeah, Feeney's a legend, man. I actually will now. He's inspired me to reach out and be like, we got to get, we were against all player interviews because probably we're blocked, but we got to
get him. They'll make an exception for him.
Yep. So let's see what we got here. That's probably the biggest news is that the fans coming back. We're all back to the stadium. Feeney, and that's really it. They have OTAs. They have mandatory minicamp the middle of June. And, we got a lot of messages today about Julio Jones. And I understand the talent. But to me, that's a win-now move. And we're not a win-now team. And the Jets, you look at the wide receiver group, it's actually a strength of the team. I'm not saying we don't need them, but we really don't need them.
It might be the biggest strength on the team. And if you're going to make a win-now move, it would probably be for what? An edge rusher, maybe another offensive lineman, a cornerback. I'm not trading anything for how old's Julio? 31?
Yeah, 31, 32.
Yeah, and what are you giving up to get him?
Yeah, that's
just not a move for the Jets. I mean, I would love to have him, with Wilson throwing to him, but it's just not worth it for the Jets. Doesn't make sense. Not at this stage.
It doesn't make sense to me either, dude. I was listen, man, if you want to start spending money, go for a corner, get your backup quarterback, look at Foles or whoever else or quarterback. I mean, address actual needs. So Julio, I understand the name, but it doesn't really make much sense to me. Also, prime time, big news here. We got really big news.
What's that? Shirts
are in, man. The shirts are in, so if you ordered one, you'll be getting one. Hopefully this week I'll get them out. We're working on it.
Let's say whenever you want me to drive down, just let me know.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. So hopefully we'll get them out this week. sold a little bit more than we thought we were going to. So
that's a good thing. Then.
The box is kind of heavy. So if you did buy one, we appreciate it. $2 of every shirt will go to Scars Foundation. If you want to buy a shirt and you haven't already, we had them as well. I didn't share the link because I'm lazy. But yep. Yeah, you got the email. I did all the order confirmations today, working on it. A little slow, not really good technology. So I guess if you want to talk Knicks, Mets, Yankees, or UFC prime time.
Definitely don't want to talk Mets because more than half the team's on the injured list, so we don't need to talk about them. Although they're staying afloat, still in first place, but we don't really need to talk about the Yankees. I mean, no hitter happens almost every week in baseball now. So
now we're going to not give Corey Kluber any credit.
I mean, it's happened 6 times this year already. 7 if you include a.
How many net pitchers threw on?
That's not important.
Oh, it's just good. Oh, it's just not. I'm sure if a Met pitcher did one, they'd be fucking up and down. And, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But now the Yankees do it. I mean, it's just all right.
DeGrom doesn't need to throw a no hitter. Still the best pitcher in baseball.
Right. So I mean, now we're going to discount Kluber. We're going to probably discount Aaron Judge, all the things he's doing, which is fine. The New York pitching
he's
staff
healthy this week.
The Yankees pitching staff, which is doing awesome. Well, we can not talk baseball if you want.
Yeah.
The Knicks game yesterday. To me, this was the first time I was legitimately excited for a game in probably a decade. Where, dude, I was actually counting down. Like, I cannot fucking wait. I was glad it was that night because you enjoyed the day and then you could, hang out. And then the energy in the crowd. And there's 2 ways to look at this. I know this is a Jets show, but there's nothing to talk about the fucking Jets. It's that the experience all these young players are getting in this environment. You figure a lot of these guys, this is their first time playing in front of the Garden in the playoffs, and the crowd was out of control. Like, this is like a whole different level of environment. So for Barrett and Quickly and all these other guys that play this environment, it's super cool. A lot of them made huge shots. Toppin with they had the big 3, Barrett with the big dunk, all those guys. And it's like they're there. You're there in the fourth quarter. I'm like, fuck, they should win this game. And Julius Randle had one of his worst games I've seen. He's like, and he's your big time player, he's your superstar. You know it's bad when he's passing the ball late in fourth quarter, dude. He didn't want to take the shot. He didn't want to because he knew he was off. And then
that was the smart thing, though.
Right. That was a smart thing. But then why the fuck did the coach call like that last shot should not have went to him? It should went to Burke. I mean,
0.9 seconds. I mean, what can you really do with that?
Not give it to him. Give him the shoot. I was on fire.
That might have been all that was there.
Well, dude, he was inbounding the ball. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Why would they let Burks get the ball? He was the only guy that was hitting shots at that point.
I would have had any other shooters take it. He was completely cold, dude. But they played phenomenal. Like this reminded me of the Van Gundy Knicks. It really did, where they was just like they were hustling, they were playing hard. I mean, Derrick Rose was like he was fucking from 10 years ago, flying all over the place. And they looked good. They played hard. They were competitive, and they should have won the game.
At the end of the year, we can look back and say this was all a great experience for the young guys. But in the moment, being that close and in a game, like you said, where your best player was not on and you had a chance to take it at the end, you should have taken it at the end. You had what was it, 3-point lead with about 90 seconds left, and they couldn't close it out.
The one ball in the corner to fucking Barrett. If you would have picked the steal there.
Where Bogdanovich hit the 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That game just felt like the old Knicks, with the ISO mellow at the end and all the bullshit that they usually do to blow a game in the last 30 seconds. Yep. That's what it felt like last night.
And that's what's funny is, and this is like, because I'm like that scorn Knicks fan. Like we're scorn Jet fans. I'm a scorn Knicks fan too. With 9 seconds left, I'm like, how many times we've been in this position where Michael Jordan fucking buried us, Reggie Miller buried us. It was like
pass the ball.
Like, and then it's like, and the weird thing was Clyde Frazier was saying, don't let him go, like watch his right hand. And I'm like, and I love the Knicks coach. Thibodeau's done a phenomenal job. And without him, they were nowhere. They're not even in the fucking playoffs. But he didn't have his best game yesterday, dude. They made some mistakes. Like the whole thing, Peyton, dude. Like no reason to play him at all. Like the 3 minutes isn't even worth 3 minutes.
No.
But it was cool though, dude. Like
I play Nito Aquino a little bit more.
Yeah, to bring him in at the end, dude. Bring him in the end when he's been fucking standing there for 2 hours, sitting there. Yeah. And the cool thing is this. The cool thing is that Knicks basketball is back, and you know how it's back is because they lost. I've been angry all fucking day about it. Like we actually, when they lost, like I was so used to them losing, I didn't care. Now when they lose, you're pissed off.
I actually thought about that last night. I'm like, this is the first loss that actually like brought out the anger in me, and I don't remember the last time. I mean, the Jets haven't played a significant game in a while. The Mets, last couple of years haven't really been much. So, I'm like, damn, I actually felt something from that.
Yeah, like I was completely invested, dude. I was emotionally involved in it. I'm like, and you're sitting there, like I'm like, oh my god, 9 seconds left, and I'm like, this ain't gonna, it's gonna happen. But it was cool, dude. They played their asses off. They played hard. It wasn't their best game. Didn't rebound all that great, and then Randall was just, and then you wonder because it's like according to everybody, Randall's first game back after the All-Star break, he wasn't very good. Then he triggered back in. So you hope it's a case of him being rusty. Yeah. Because this is when your superstars got to step up there. You want to be a king of New York, you want to be an all-star, and you want to be all this. This is when you do. This is when you do it in the playoffs at home in front of a raucous crowd. When you can't go down 0-2. You got to split, and this is when you do it, man.
Yeah, and it's funny too because, like you said, guys like Barrett, the younger guys, Burks, they all stepped up, and I think that was their first playoff game for pretty much all of them. So
Barrett's dunk was something else, dude. Holy shit, man.
Yep, even Toppin too. He's starting to step up a little bit.
Yeah, he had the big three, and they took him out.
And he had a big dunk too. Yeah,
but it's interesting, man. Like, it's cool. Game 3 or game 2 on Wednesday nights can be awesome. Let's see. Tweet the link for the shirts, dog. Frank shouldn't be in the late. Yeah, Frank shouldn't have been. Yeah, I gotta get you the link for the shirt. But it was, like, I don't really honestly give a shit. Yes, best of 7. I honestly don't give a shit about the Nets. They're irrelevant to me. I don't care if they won, lost. They don't really mean anything to me.
They're irrelevant all in New York. Nobody cares.
Yeah, let's see. What they do. Randall isn't a superstar, though. Tyson, everyone knows he's playing above his talent. He can maybe be a third option. I'm not sure, man. He's elevated his game to a whole other level. I don't think he's a second or third option. I think he's still very good.
Top 10 MVP candidate this year.
Yeah, I mean this is a bad game. Like, I mean, he was dropping 40 points a game on the Bucks or on the Hawks 2 other times this year. So it's like, it's one game. But like, I was so excited to see Barrett and quickly do these things. I'm like, hey, listen, you want to see him win this series? I think they should win this series, even though not the other team, the Hawks are better. But dude, this experience is so invaluable for them, man. Like, and this is when you have series like this in front of this crowd. You know what you can do, dude? You can recruit next year. Like, listen, look at this environment these guys are playing in. This is chaos.
Look at what's going on with Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
he's not happy with the Jazz right now. Dad's a big Knicks fan. He grew up a Knicks fan, wants to be in New York, wanted the Knicks to draft him initially when they took Ntilikina. So that could possibly be something that works out.
And to just kind of put 2 and 2 together, you look at this Knicks and how everybody's bought in because of the hard work, their chemistry, the young guys emerging, all this. You know who can do the same thing? The Jets.
Yep.
It's the same kind of atmosphere, dude. You bring in that coach that gives them discipline and leadership and guidance. You have all the young guys, and you have a couple of veteran guys like a Derrick Rose, which could be CJ Mosley, it could be Marcus May, it could be any of these guys, take on the role of leadership and guide the young team, let them fight and claw. And this fan base will rally around them like no other, dude. And MetLife will be rocking. It could translate the same way. Because how did we all buy into the Knicks? We went into the season saying, you know what, they have holes at point guard. We don't know this, we don't know that. And they scratched and clawed and earned respect from everybody to the 4th seed.
Jets don't even need to make the playoffs. Nope. Just be competitive.
6-7 games. Win 6-7 games. We'll fucking route and play like this where you're fighting and you're not giving up and you're not getting blown out by 25 by halftime or 24 by halftime.
Show that your coach knows what he's doing. Show that you can coach up your quarterback, have him make progress throughout the year. Show that you have some playmakers in-house finally on the offensive side. O-line stepping up. Just little things, man.
Yep. So Knicks, if you guys want to talk Knicks, we want to talk UFC. Cody Garbrandt, rough loss. That weight class is just loaded, man. That division is just stacked. So yeah, I saw Corbett is doing something. That's cool. Good for him, man. A lot of podcasts out there these days. That's cool. More the merrier. Let's see. We can't boot Rose, man. She's here. Rose is our resident troll. I mean, how could you? She's got a couple good insults off prime time.
I know what you got.
Listen to Nick's analysis from Tyson, a man who couldn't shoot and dribble a basketball to save his life. That's actually not true, Rose. I actually have some game in basketball. So
no way.
Yeah, I do. It's actually not true. Yep.
You don't look like a basketball player.
Yep. And I was completely wrong about Derrick Rose. 1,000% wrong. He was like shot out of a cannon last night. What was Clyde Frazier's thing? Moves like a feline, a heart like canine or some shit. Dude, the best line ever, dude. It was like
styling and profiling.
Yeah, he was cranking all kinds of cool things. So nothing to talk about Jets. Time to shut the channel down. Don't watch. Let's see what else we got here. So
she'll keep watching.
Yeah, she will. Let's see. Yeah, Diego, and the whole Diego Sanchez thing is not surprising because Dana White basically told him, "You're never going to fight for us again if you have this clown coach." Now the clown coach is saying that he got rid of Diego Sanchez. The guy's a fraud, man. This coach is such a friggin' fraud. So my hope and dream is that now that this guy's gone, they let Diego Sanchez come back. He fights Cowboy Cerrone, and they both retire. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, let them both walk away with like a good fight, competitive fight, and they're both done. And just
I didn't even know that it was a possibility he can come back. I thought he was like completely done from the UFC now.
No, I mean that's because of the coach, man. Because the coach was threatening lawsuits and threatening like medical shit, and So what else we got here? Yeah, I mean I've seen that. There's a lot of things about Zach Wilson and what he supports, what his mother supports, all these things. I don't really get involved in that shit, to be honest. I mean, I think everybody is entitled to the freedom of speech, and that's kind of where I leave it. I don't know. What do you think, Primetime?
I mean, hopefully the mom just realizes, I mean, she's not doing her son any favors as far as the media goes in this town by, saying some of the stuff that she's saying. So just for his sake, you would think that she would kind of want to keep a low profile, at least for his rookie year. But we'll see.
Are we going to London? I'm not going to London because the flight is way too friggin' long, man.
No way.
I'm going to do Carolina. I'll do Miami. I could probably talk into.
We'll get up at 9 o'clock. We'll get up at 9 o'clock. Hop on here, crack some beers.
Yeah,
it could be better.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm not a Net fan. To me, the Nets are irrelevant. Let them win the title. They're parade be 500,000 people. It'd be nothing. They're irrelevant. Seriously, they just don't matter. So what else we got here? Question for Prime. Given both that Wentz and both Wentz and Goff took teams to Super Bowl, but now elsewhere, do you consider them busts?
Wentz, I think it's too early to say. I think he could still have a pretty good career with the Colts, and they've got some talent around him. Goff, I feel like he's kind of took a little bit more of a dip, but I mean, I guess you could say the same thing. I mean, gets a new shot with Detroit. Although I don't think they plan on really having him part of the long-term plan. So I put my money on Wentz if any of them's going to pan out.
Sam is excited to see you in Carolina. The Jets fandom thing, that's going to be an individual thing. That'll be one-on-one interviews that we'll either do over the radio or do a video one-on-one. And it's like 20 minutes long, man. We don't do them on here. We'll just do them so we have time to just get into it and I have all kinds of funny and funky questions to ask. So we'll do them separately, man. Let's see. I knew the Knicks wouldn't let me down. You're a troll, dude. You are such a troll. Seriously. He's always on Twitter, he's taking shots. Are you at primetime today? Did you go to games? You go to this? He's just a troll. Like, you're a Lions fan, bro. Like, isn't there a Lions podcast to listen to or some shit? Like, isn't there the Detroit Pistons or what do you want? You gotta watch something out there, right?
He's still going with the Trae Young shit.
Yeah. Let's see. Dan Feeney's a legend, man. Once he did that shotgun, I'm like, we gotta get him on the show. We have to. Definitely gotta do that. Let's see what we got. Yeah. That's in your ballpark, man. That's part of your.
I'll add that to the list.
Yeah,
under credentials,
which is going nowhere. He's a Lions fan, Pistons fan, Tigers fan, and Wings fan. Okay, I don't see Jets, Yankees, Knicks, Rams. See nothing.
He's got some nice runs in there though. Pistons
the Red Wings went on a roll.
Yeah, Red Wings. Didn't the Tigers win one also?
They won a couple. Wasn't that back to Lou Whitaker days?
Lou Whitaker.
The old days. Typical Knick fan celebrating mediocrity. I don't understand how you figure that. So let's see. In his bio, he's obviously a Philadelphia fan.
Yeah, Sixers.
So you got the Sixers. Yeah, I'm not even giving to this because it's just we're not celebrating mediocrity, man. It's just that look where the Knicks were and how far they've come in this year after fucking 20 years of shit. To not give that credit and be excited about it is just listen. Go enjoy your Philadelphia stations and adios.
This is step one for us. Jets
suck. All right. A lot of positivity tonight. Loving all the inspirational quotes. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, man. TRoush2121. It's inspirational quotes and MMA shit. So let's see. What else we got? They are irrelevant, man. They are. Nobody cares. The Knicks loss got 10 times more headlines than the Nets win. Is that true or false, Primetime?
That's true.
Okay.
With the Knicks in the playoffs, they can never be relevant.
Do you see any free agent additions prior to June 1st, or will they just hold on until after and see what happens with the more cuts? I'm surprised they haven't signed a quarterback, to be honest with you. I'm surprised by that. And a corner. There's guys out there. It's like, I don't know what they're waiting for at this point.
Weren't there some rumors like earlier in the week or maybe last week about Richard Sherman that maybe like the Jets were on his list, possibly?
Yep. But Ryan,
I still don't see that happening, but yeah.
Like I can't see you going into training camp with Mike White and James Morgan as your backup quarterbacks. That would be complete insanity. So Corners. I mean, you could probably still go some linemen. There's a lot of guys still out there, man. And then I saw the one thing, all the who the hell wrote that? Was it fuck, I forget who it was. The one website's like the Jets need at least 2 more pass rushers. So you have like Melvin Ingram's out there. No, Melvin Gordon, I think, is still out there. Is it Gordon? Which one of them's out there? No, Ingram.
No, Melvin Ingram, yeah.
Yeah, Melvin Ingram's still out there. Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 pass rushers still available, like the Jets must get. So I don't know.
I'd put corner and probably another offensive lineman above a pass rusher and a backup quarterback as far as needs go.
Yep. So yeah, but so no, let's see. The corner, quarterback, there's some definitely, and there's names out there, especially now where it's like, I think if anything, I think the mandatory mini camp is the middle of June. If you're going to sign a quarterback, a backup quarterback, you probably want to have him in the fold before then, I would think, right? Because that would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Get them on the field with his teammates, start, get the playbook, start looking at things, you can start building your chemistry here. To wait until like training camp doesn't make any sense.
Unless there's some young guys there, they're starting to get a look at.
I don't know, man. Let's see. Let's see. Prime time is daddy. Okay.
All right, that sounds good. It's been a long time since I've been called daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep thinking that Sherman's going to go to a playoff team or like a
West Coast team.
Yeah, West Coast team, win now team, probably get a better contract. Let's see, we got it. CJ Mosley seems to be in very good shape, man. He is very inspired. He's doing all the right things. It'd be great to see.
I think people are sleeping on him.
Could be.
I think we forgot how good he was. He's only played a half year.
we never had a chance to see how good he was, other than a half.
That's what I'm saying, though. He was an All-Pro player for 4 out of 5 years in Baltimore, right? So
yeah. You guys think about coming down to Houston over Thanksgiving weekend? Oof, that's a tough weekend to travel. That's a big travel weekend too.
I would like to go to Houston though, because
I would too. Yeah, I would definitely like that. What else we got here? Did you guys see Shannon Sharp talk to Julio Jones on his cell phone? Yeah, he's done in Atlanta, but I don't see it. The Jets just don't make sense to me. And if he's looking to win now, we're not a win now team either. There's so many reasons why it doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and apparently the Falcons have been taking calls on him for a while now.
Yeah.
So I guess the asking price is probably pretty high, which I think makes it even less likely that the Jets would be involved in that.
Yeah, the Jets just don't make much sense to me at all. Let's see. Jets are going to suck this year at that Flacco. Eagles Super Bowl winners. I guess the Eagle fans
are without him.
Yep, Eagle fans will be bored tonight. Let's see. Guys, do you think any NFL team looks at those guys playing in the spring league? Absolutely.
You think?
Yeah, dude. They look at arena. They look everywhere to find players, dude. They will look high and low to try to find talent, especially in a pandemic year and everything else, dude. You try to find players anywhere. Absolutely. Giants run New York. I mean, the Giants haven't done shit either recently. The Giants, they're gonna be running if they don't. They better do something this year because what's his face? Daniel Jones. He's in a prove it year now. He's surrounded by so much talent. So, Fields better than Wilson. Okay. What's up, Cassandra? Primetime. Are you a big Zach Wilson fan now?
Of course. Why would I not be?
Yeah.
My quarterback.
Where do you think Julio will end up? Who needs? I mean, Packers, Eagles,
Raiders. Seems like that kind of move.
That's kind of their move. That's definitely a Raider kind of move.
Yeah, I don't know if he would want to go there or not, but
yeah, that's definitely. And Raiders are they're in a must-win situation too because freaking Gruden's just
Patriots maybe.
Yep. This guy, Zach Buston. Cool. Eagle fans must be bored tonight. I guess there's no Eagle podcast out there. So, Primetime, do you want to have people come on? You want to do open topics? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can bring people on for a little bit. I could barely even breathe out of my nose right now. All the friggin' pollen. I played extra innings tonight too. I'm like, oh.
So what's your record? What's your team's record now?
11-3.
Look at you.
3 straight 1-run wins. Walk off today, comeback style.
All right, so we'll bring some callers on. Primetime sounds like you gave some positive views, but Primetime's fired up now.
Yeah, once the draft was done, I'm all in now. I'm good. Once you have the right coach, like the Knicks just showed, if you have the right coach, things can turn around pretty quick. So,
and now Cassandra's saying Primetime literally said he hated Zach Wilson a month ago.
Yeah, what do you want me to do now? He's my quarterback. He wasn't on the Jets a month ago. Now he is. Now he's the Jets quarterback. So I'm not going to keep talking shit about him.
Listen, man, we can talk Knicks all you want, man. It was a very well played game, exciting game, disappointing loss. I was literally pissed off, dude. Like the game came down to 2 plays. It was the fucking Barrett where he could have had the steal. That seals the game. And then the fucking just that last stop, man.
And that was a weak foul call too.
There's a couple of them. You're just like, come on, man.
But the way the game was going, I mean, you would think that's a call in the final minute that you'd let go.
Yeah. Are either of you buying any players' jerseys?
I'm not jinxing any of them. Nope.
Yeah.
I am the curse. I'm not doing it.
I'm tempted for a couple. I mean, Feeney, how could you not buy his jersey? You have to watch him shotgun. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let them play first and see what happens. See what happens with Marcus May, too, if they get him a new deal done with him.
I'd like to get an Elijah Moore jersey, but
yeah,
I don't want to jinx that.
The Bills run New York because they're the only New York team. The Bills are probably the best team in New York, New Jersey, too.
Right now they do, yeah.
Primetime's Coach of the Year. Do you coach high school?
Yes, I do.
All right. Rapid fire questions here. My guy Primetime never waffles. When do
I ever waffle? I give a lot of bad takes, but I don't waffle. That's one thing I don't do. Okay. I've never once waffled on Zach Wilson. I'm rooting for him now because he's my quarterback, but the takes I gave a few months ago, that was my honest opinion on him. So
guys are too scared to bring me on the show. Rose, we begged you to come on. We know you're probably a dude.
He would never come on.
There's no doubt that Rose is a dude. There's no doubt in my mind. Let's see. What else we got here? Are we going to do a meetup anytime soon? Well, we can do Carolina, man. The Carolina game. There's a lot of people going. The Jets tailgate. We can the Jets' first home game against the Patriots. Probably do something for that. If you guys want to do something before that for training camp, if they open, I guess training camp will be open now because they're going to have that open because.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, they only had 6 practices open 2 years ago, so they're probably not gonna have a lot. We could do something for training camp and go to bar afterwards.
6 of them and 2 of them I think were rained out, right?
Yeah, so
it'd be 4. But.
We could do a training camp day, and Primetime and I can go in a mask, so they don't know who we are.
Yeah, like Bobby Valentine.
Yeah, we do something for that, or we can just do something. Everybody and people go down the shore or something like that. Do something over the summer. We could all meet up. I don't care.
Do a Jenks day.
Yeah, day? Anything. Tiki bar, bar A, some shit, something during the day. Let's see what we got. What's up, man? What does the S stand for? Summit?
Yep. And for you, it's what? Shinedown?
Shinedown, yep. Let's see. Y'all going to be sad in Carolina? Never sad, man. Football's back. We'll be fine. Everybody, all these, it's good. I guess all the other NFL podcasts are off now. We're the only ones still doing ours because everybody must be bored tonight.
I could be honest. I'm gonna be devastated if Darnold lights it up. If it's just a little bit of a difference between Darnold and Wilson, I'll be cool. I'll be like, all right, that's rookie Wilson versus year 4 Sam. But if it's 350, 4 touchdowns, no picks type of shit,
I wouldn't worry about that happening.
I hope not.
I wouldn't.
That's the only thing that would have me oh shit.
Yeah, I'm not remotely worried about that. Let's see. We didn't do the Titanic stream. Yeah, we did not do that. I think it's great, man. I mean. If you watch, you watch the fight, the Canelo fight was sold out. There's been 2 UFC events, full capacity. You watched the Knicks game last night. I think it's awesome, dude. I'm ready. The world is coming back. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
It's about damn time.
Let's see. When y'all come down to Miami, are y'all tailgating? Absolutely, dude. What's that, prime time?
I was just going to say, well, we're definitely going to tailgate. But speaking of the Titanic stream, I don't know why this got me thinking of this, but the condiments discussion, right? So get a load of this. I take a 30-minute drive to White Castle on, what was it, Saturday night?
White Castle.
I was in one of those moves. I was craving it. So had to go to White Castle. Once you get that craving, you got to go. So anyway, it's a 30-minute drive from the closest one to me. So I go there, get home. There's fucking ketchup all over them. So I spend an extra 15 minutes wiping up all the ketchup, to try and make them salvageable. Then I'm like, all right, maybe that's a sign I shouldn't be eating like shit, right? Because they throw fucking condiments all over my burger. So I go to Quick Check yesterday. I get a chicken sub. They throw fucking ranch all over it. Back to back, Usually my food's pretty good. Like I'm very specific about like no condiments and like I uncheck whatever is like not supposed to be on there. Back-to-back fucking days. So today I make it even simpler. I pick up a ready-made chicken Caesar salad. It's got like one of the Caesar like ramekins like in there. I get home, the fucking like the lid popped off and like a quarter of my lettuce is covered in Caesar dressing. 3 fucking days in a row.
You know what the lesson is?
I'm not going to eat condiments, so I don't know what the lesson is.
Make your own food.
Well, when I'm coaching until like 8 o'clock.
Bro, have protein drinks instead. They're healthier for you.
I do have protein. That's why I've been like slimming down. I haven't been eating my protein. That's why. I'm tired.
Do you think Sal will be more involved with defense than offense? I think he's going to be involved in both, but I think he's going to have a good pulse of the whole team. But obviously, I think he's going to have a little more say on defense because that's his backbone. That's where he's he's made his bread. So. But I think I've been impressed by his analysis of the offense, man. He definitely is going to be like a CEO type coach, which is good. Quick check. Quick check has the good chef salad, man. That's pretty good there.
Chef salad? I never had it.
Yeah, I've been cracking, dude. I've been trying to drop weight so bad, dude. It's brutal, man. So brutal.
I drop it and then I put it right back.
No, I drop it and I get dehydrated because it's freaking so goddamn hot out. No ketchup on your White Castle? Yeah, I mean.
No ketchup, no pickle, no onion. Just cheese. Brutal. I usually do like half cheese, half bacon cheese.
Just don't eat the lettuce. Customer service sucks these days. That's true. All right, so prime time we could go to some of our loyal, very great listeners. So again, a couple things. Shirts are in, so they'll be going out this week. If you want to be interviewed by us, just send us talkjetsradio@gmail.com. And I can't get the interview is not your normal interview though. So be ready for some hard-hitting questions, off the wall questions, probably some shenanigans. We will bring on Vincent.
Oh.
Got some background. What's up, man?
I was playing some guitar tonight.
I was just practicing my technique with the wah-wah pedal.
Did you get a haircut?
Pedal?
Oh yeah, I did. I just came up with it while practicing.
How your dogs doing?
They're doing good, They've become grazers now, so it's a challenge to get them to eat.
Grazers? What does that mean?
Like, they'll occasionally eat their food for like 5 seconds, then they'll just walk away for an hour, and then they'll eat their food for like a couple minutes, and they walk away.
Prime time's the same way.
By the way, like,
not that way.
White Castle,
I just keep eating.
What are you, Harold and Kumar?
Man, I haven't had White Castle is usually the one you're like rip roaring hammered, and it's like 2:00 in the morning, and it's a bad decision. To do it without any kind of being mind altering substance is wild.
Well, nobody ever said anything like that, but
yeah, I don't go unless I'm in the same state as Harold and Kumar, stoned off my hat.
Usually when I watch it though, I get the craving, but I don't know. Saturday night, I think I saw a commercial. I was like, I gotta have some White Castle.
I'm just relaxing, enjoying a good week.
I'm good for it like 2 times a year, max.
I got to see my first no-hitter. Enjoyed some.
There you go, Corey Kluber.
Wait, how is that your first? How old are you?
I'm gonna be 25 this year. I every time I turn into a no-hitter, it automatically just goes off. It just like someone hits a home run every time I turn onto a no-hitter.
Didn't the Yankees have one not too long, like early 2000s or whatever? Was it David Cohn or?
That was 1999 on Yogi Berra Day.
Oh, you're still alive for that. You're 3 years old.
Yeah, I'm like 2 years old. Like I'm 2 years old. I'm probably in Florida at the time. Well, my parents were in the middle of a divorce.
Okay, so is that a Les Paul guitar? Is the question?
No, it's an SG. Okay. But yeah, I was enjoying. Get to see the Knicks playoff game. It was a loss, but it was bound to happen. It's going to be a tough series. It's not over yet. They had the playoff. They looked like they played a little like jittery.
I don't think they played jittery. I think Randall was terrible.
Yeah.
The best player wasn't scoring, man. It
looked a little rust. It looked a little off, but there's plenty of time for him to bounce back.
Yep. So now there's a lot of rock concerts that are everywhere except New Jersey. Unfortunately, they have all these festivals in every fucking state but ours. But is there any concerts on your list that you want to go see?
No, not at the moment. You know, I'm saving my money to go to I'm saving my money up to go to the Jets home opener against the Pats.
We got to tailgate with you, dude. We have to tailgate with you.
Bring the ghost peppers.
That's what I can do. I can see what I can do.
What do you mean you can do? If you go, we're gonna find you.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. If I can make it, I'll try to find you.
You just said you're saving up money for it. Of course you're gonna make it.
I mean, it's only
just get there
May,
early.
dude. You got 4 more months.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing if I can get my cousin to come along. He's a Jets, Mets, Celtics fan.
Celtics.
2 words.
I hate the Celtics. I hate the Red Sox.
2 words. 2 words. He grew up he started watching basketball in the 80s.
That's more than 2 words.
No, I meant 2 words. Larry Bird was why I became a Celtic.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Still hate the Celtics.
Yeah, no, I have a cousin who is all Boston, and he loves to rub it in. He loves to rub it in. So every time he starts rubbing in during Thanksgiving, when I visit him, I would just mention, because I used to work in an animal hospital, and he just that grosses him out. So every time he would just go into it, I would just mention work, and he'd be like, "Okay, I'll stop, please." He's like, "I'm begging for mercy."
So what are your thoughts on Dan Feeney's shotgunning skills? Were you impressed?
That was pretty good. You know, that was if he could block as good as he shotgunned, we're in a good spot.
I think he did better in prime time. I think that's for sure, right?
Well, he probably learned from me, I think. That's all I'm how to do it.
Well, Vincent, good talking to you, man. I'm glad all is well.
I did want to mention one thing. I found this interesting fact about. I found this. No, it's football related. So
okay.
So
I thought it was about like Pink Floyd or some shit.
No, so I wanted to figure out, because one thing I noticed under Adam Gase was we were terrible with utilizing tight ends. I wanted to see how bad we were compared to the league average and how better we should be under LaFleur. So the league average last year, tight ends with at least 1 reception averaged about 226 yards. In 5 years, tight ends under Adam Gase averaged 116 yards. And in 5 years, tight ends under Shanahan and LaFleur, excluding George Kittle, because I can't include him, he's too much, he's a beast, averaged 371 yards a season. That's more than triple the production.
Hey, featured a tight end. Now the Jets just need one. You got to hope some of these guys pan out, whether it's Herndon or somebody.
Somebody.
Somebody. I mean, it'd be nice to have the ball spread around and, like, have safety valves and the quarterback knows where the ball goes. I mean, this would be a fun offense to watch.
I'm curious why you excluded George Kittle, though.
Because he's a unique, one-of-a-kind tight end. If I put him in there, it would be over it'd be over 10,079 or something.
Well, according to Rutgers, he gets schemed that way. So it's really.
If it's about tight end production, I would have liked to have seen the full numbers versus what Gase did. Because if it's 3 times without Kittle, I mean, what's it with Kittle?
Probably at least 7 times.
So if you bring up the same topic on numerous shows, you at least got to eat a pepper or something when you bring it on ours. I mean, at least make it separate, make it different. You can't just regurgitate the same point.
That's messed up.
No, nothing.
No, I don't have anything at the time.
You got to make it so that you can't go on our show and say the same shit you said in somebody else's. You got to do something fucking different. Either eat a pepper or play us a song. You got to do something different, dude. I feel used now.
So why?
All right, I owe you one, and I will do it because I have.
Play a song. Your fucking guitar is right there.
Let me see if I.
Something that we know, not from not something from 1964.
Let me see, is the volume on?
You tell me.
Bro, the jack fell out.
Oh, Christ. This better be good, man.
I haven't practiced.
Not bad. Not bad.
That's pretty solid.
You played it before for us, though.
No, I played solo. I didn't play the main riff.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go. Fair enough.
That's
Vincent, nice choice, man. We appreciate it.
Peace.
Have a good one.
Prime time, you didn't seem impressed by that.
I'm not drunk enough for this show. I'm not drunk. Oh, that's the problem.
No, I'm drinking water because I'm like super dehydrated, unfortunately.
Yeah, me too. Too much heat.
Yeah. Let's see. So we will go to. Okay, so we'll bring on Jake, but you got to be positive. This is a positive Monday, Jake. We're all about positivity.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How are you doing?
Man?
Actually, Primetime, your favorite movie's on right now. I'm watching it.
Sarah Marshall, it's on?
It is on right now, and he's doing the scene where he's depressed and destroying the studio after something with the crime scene, whatever, but it's pretty funny.
The whole movie's funny. The whole movie's funny.
Fucking movie's terrible.
If Mila Kunis wasn't in it, it would not.
Whoa. Wait. You don't like Mila Kunis?
No, I said if she wasn't in the movie, it wouldn't be
okay.
as appealing. I mean, that's
Okay.
that she's the driving part of the movie, in my opinion.
I think
So,
Peter
Jake,
Brenner
let's get to the important question here. Who had a better shotgun, Feeney or Prime Time?
I didn't see Feeney's. I heard about it. I didn't see
How
it.
did you not see it? It's all over social media. It's everywhere.
I thought the big thing
posted it on their Instagram.
about Feeney was the mullet. Doesn't he have like that mullet? Like
Yeah.
Which made the shotgun look even better, yeah. When he smashed it on his head afterward.
Yep.
Yeah, I
check
saw
it
they
out.
all went to the Islanders game. Like Wilson and the linemen. Like was it? Did the receivers go to that or no? I didn't see. I
No,
forgot.
it was all the linemen.
Yeah. So actually, we haven't talked about this tonight, and there's. How do you guys feel? And I looked at the cap number already. It probably won't happen, but like Morgan Moses is a name I think that came up that I'm very intrigued about right now.
He's a right tackle, isn't he?
Yeah. And, obviously with the problem is with Fant's contract right now is that it would be it'd be almost a $7 million cap hit with dead cap money hit if we were to get rid of Fant. So the problem is but in the following year, so we're kind of a year too early with this. It's only $1 million when they save $9 million. So it's almost like a Jamison Crowder situation next year with Fant. So we can get at it in the last year. So this year, it's going to be a lot harder to trade Fant, but
how much of an upgrade of Moses to Fant is he? Is he a significant upgrade? Do you think?
Yes. Oh yeah, he's I really don't understand why Washington got rid of him. He's been starting with them for 6 years. He's been a solid right tackle. I really don't see why they got rid of him. I think he's at least got another 3-4 years left. And I think if the Jets got him, that would give us a right tackle that we can have, that we don't have to worry about throwing in Cameron Clark that quick.
How old is he?
30. It's good value. I mean, we need the right guard more. Obviously, we need to figure that out right now. But I mean, to have such an inanimate upgrade completely at the right tackle position, I mean, I'm almost surprised he's
right
got
now than tackle.
I'm surprised Kansas City hasn't signed him yet. I feel like he's just like the last.
They signed every other fucking lineman.
I know. It always seems like he's destined to go to the Kansas City Chiefs and just completely go on this all-star offensive line. I mean, they're just turning that around. But I mean, that's just it's just a name I think that not a lot of people in the media have really talked about as much as unless we're just convinced that Fant's contract's impossible to move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know a lot about him.
Do you? Like $4.5 million. I think I don't know much about Moses, but yeah, I think for Fant, if they wanted to move on this year, I think they could save. I think it's like $4.5 million after June 1st if they do decide to cut him with $5.5 million dead money. But yeah, I still think guard's more of a need. I think who is it? Trey Turner is still out there and a few other guys. The guy from the Saints that got released a year ago. So I think there's some directions they can go in with guard. But if I'm spending that money, it's guard, backup quarterback, and a corner probably more so than tackle.
So what quarterbacks are really in the market right now? Like I know Mullins, but like I guess is Nick Foles really like up for trade at this point? Now they guess it feel. I mean,
think so, yeah, because they want to get rid of his contract, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but how much are they paying him? Like $5 million, $4 million, or something like that?
No, I think it's like 8, isn't it? I think it's more. I wrote it down somewhere. I think they're trying to trade him because there's like a $2 million cap. They lose $2 million more if they release him.
Well, I'm just looking up his contract right now. So at this point,
I thought it was
a 3-year, $24 million contract that he signed.
I thought it was,
so I'm guessing it's probably about $8 million this year.
3 years. The Chicago Bears is $4 million.
$8 million.
Four's $4 million. $4 million. Yeah. Actually, speaking of the Bears, I told you guys Allen Robinson's my cousin's neighbor. He
signed for 2022 also.
Yep.
What's that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it makes sense. If you get him, dude, you have him for this year and next year. It's like that's a good backup plan.
I'm completely all for bringing him in. I mean, he's not a starter anymore. I think we've proven that at this point. The Eagles were the only team that system worked with Peterson. That's really all that worked. At this point now, he's just going to be more there for moral support and actually being like a quarterback coach. He's like a McCown now. Yeah,
but no, I think he's more than that. He's a good spot starter. If Wilson's ready to go, at least he's better than a Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, but Brian Hoyer just has such an allegiance to the Patriots, and they've just.
I'm saying, like, there's a lot of these guys that are like, at least he can start a game for you. Like, he had to start week 1. You're like, all right, he can start the game. Like, at least you feel he's a competent quarterback. He's not like fucking Fails or Luke Falk or these other clowns.
Yeah, well, those guys had no business being on a football field, period. I mean, we can go back and forth about that, of course, but the reality to me is that, yeah, we can. The amount of money we would have to pay for Foles here, I'd be all for it. I mean, he's not going to start week 1. Wilson is starting. I mean,
I'm just saying, if like say something happens, like whatever happens, he's not ready, he gets hurt, whatever the fuck happens. If he had to start, I feel a lot more comfortable with him. So, just at least he could run the offense and get this team just in the huddle, out of the huddle, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at this point now, Mullins is still not a bad option because he knows the system. I like guys who know the system. I think that's a little more important to me than just getting just a big name player. And I agree with you. I think Foles definitely has the higher value, but the fact is also we need somebody who's at least going to know the system so they can step in and just know all the nuances. I think that's going to be an important thing. And I know Mullins' injury is a little worrisome, but it's not to the extent where I think he won't get onto the field if we really need to get him soon, unless he goes into like July or August and they're like, he can barely even move around at all. I mean, that's when it becomes concerning. The other position or another veteran, I think that once again is kind of starting to get some rumors is Zach Ertz. I mean, Zach Ertz is still getting a lot of he is a little injury prone, but at the same time, are we that convinced on Ryan Griffin? Are we that convinced on Herndon? I mean, I guess because they didn't really draft a tight end, they like them. I mean, I guess that's what I can walk away from this draft because everybody should have said that tight end was something that the Niner offenses are all about getting with fullbacks and running backs and tight end. So I guess they like what they have right now. Oh, wait, I forgot. They signed Tyler Croft. I forgot about that. Signed him also. Yep. I don't know how much value he's going to be since he was on the –
and the undrafted kid Yeboah. Some people think he's going to make the roster.
Who is it?
The guy from Ole Miss.
That kid Yeboah.
Oh, Kenny Yeboah. Yeah. I mean, he's he looks like he's got a big chip on his shoulder. I think he definitely – I mean, if him and, Moore want to play next to each other, great. But, I mean, how many undrafted players really make it as of late? Look, we got Diamond in the rough with Robbie. And now he's, of course, with Sammy D. And
hey, man, bring in a shitload of competition. Let the best man win, man. Because Chris Herndon didn't show shit. Chris Herndon was all this highly touted. He doesn't do anything either.
No, it's like I said about a week or two ago with the corner situation or the safety corners we all drafted. It's going to give Marcus May his time. I think at this point, if we're going to go to Marcus May for a second, I think that's a situation where it is going to come down to probably the day before, the deadline. It's not going to be anything like they're rushing. There's no rush to get a safety.
Well, they have to July 15th or some shit.
Yeah, it's the same deadline every year. It's just we've made. I think all three of us in this chat would say straight up that we're not paying more than $10 million. And I think if the Jets were to have to pay $13-14 million, then it's what were you thinking? You could have easily just let him hit the market, see what would happen. Because I can tell you nobody in the market's going to pay that. Nobody's going to, unless maybe the Dallas Cowboys, unless they want to wait for Jamal Adams in a year because they want him so badly in Dallas. Maybe you can get that steal of a pick from Dallas and get like a second rounder and like a third rounder the following year, which I'm not completely against. But at the same time, I think, I think he's going to sign his 1 year. I think he's going to sign his 1 year tender.
He signed, didn't he?
No, I'm sorry. He's going to play out the 1 year tender. I don't think they're going to give him the extension. I think they're going to let him play the 1 year tender because it's about playing the system. It's just a competition.
Well, I mean, they were pretty outspoken right after the draft. They want to get a deal done with him. They were pretty adamant about that.
Tyson, we said this, JD says this about Jamal. He said this about Sam. And look what's, I'm not saying he's a liar. I'm just saying that
this one, you can call him a liar, but this one almost seemed believable though.
I think it makes more sense though for May to play out the year.
That's what I think.
Yeah. Make your $10.5 million, play in solid system, more talent around you, up your numbers. Stay healthy for another year. He'll have a nice contract waiting for him at the end.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And then, of course, when it comes to the cornerback position, I know Steven Nelson. Is there really any other big corner in the market, or is it just really him? I know Richard Sherman, but
he seems to be the biggest fish in the ocean right now. He knows it too. Like he has Poole. But I think Nelson knows that he's like the biggest name out there, and he's holding out for like the most money. So
yeah, I do the same thing. It's just it kind of makes me happy because it really makes me feel like that people believe in Bryce Hall. And I've believed in him since the day we drafted him. I actually really do like him. I think he's going to be one of the more likable picks we've had in a very late likable picks in the later rounds because I think he has so much potential before injury, and he's finally going to get it done. It might be the same way how we see this guy Hassam Nasiruddin. I think it's going to be the same kind of story with him. And I think in regards to the other positions like Sherwood and all them, they're all going to, at some point, hopefully by midseason, make their mark in this defense. I think that's what we all want. We just want to see that this secondary is going to somewhat perform. We'll accept that they're going to be garbage. I don't care if Sam Darnold lights them up week one. I really don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's like he better know how to shred this horrendous secondary because he knows it better than anyone.
Yeah, but you want to see, smart coverage, good ball skills. You want to see a lot of other things too. Like you could be young and inexperienced, but you don't want to see shitty football either. You want to see a lot of competition and some guys start to emerge because you have a ton of young guys back there, man.
It was the same thing with Brian Flores' defense. Remember, after the first couple of weeks, everybody was calling their agents and get me the hell out of here. Now, Brian Flores has a great system down in Miami. So I think at the same time, everyone's probably going to criticize Salah the first couple of weeks and be like, dude, I thought you were a defensive genius and all that. He might be, in my defenses might be below average for a couple of weeks.
I wouldn't even do that though.
Listen, he could surprise me completely. He could surprise me, and then we actually have a solid defense. I think Carl Lawson gives us that chance in that pass rush to get, and hopefully Rankins and that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you can't look at this defense at the 3 weeks, like, oh, what the hell is this? You got to give him 6, 8, 10 weeks, but get his defense installed and figure out what they actually have because you have so many young guys. You don't even know if these guys fit the system, what they're going to play like. It's going to be a process on defense. There's just so many. That whole secondary is so young, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I think there's just everybody in the media and the fans are going to go
bananas. The media.
Yeah, no, I'm just. You're just going to hear all the. You're going to hear. Your buddy Brian Costello go on rants with.
Hey, my buddy. Every day I attack him.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, all right. You guys probably want to talk to more people tonight, and
have a good night, man. Stay positive.
Yep. And by the way, allergies, prime time, they're still bad. So
fucking pollen, dude, it's killing me.
Past 2 weeks, I could barely breathe.
Have a good night, man. All right, we kept Jake mostly positive prime time.
Yeah, for the most part, that was pretty good.
So now we will go to Mr. Elias.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It feels like it's been a while since I called in. I was busy last week, so I'm
probably busy on the podcast and shit. Promoting your brand.
I was
what happened to your baseball podcast?
I had to take a few weeks off. I needed a break from it. Need to kind of reset.
You just started it.
Yeah, I was busy with a bunch of music stuff. And
the season just started. And you're already on a break?
No, I was busy with a bunch of music stuff, and I didn't want to, let this, my channel prioritize that. You
didn't want to let your channel take off. You wanted to make sure you held it back.
Sure. Hey, I'm glad you guys keep up with it, though. I appreciate that.
I mean, but like, how do you
ready to tune in? And then there was nothing there. I'm like, oh,
Hey, it's Wednesday. Don't worry.
Not a show anymore.
Oh yeah, you know what it is? He probably can't. You know what it is? He probably can't handle because the Yankees are playing well. He doesn't know what to say now.
I was gonna mention that. I completely take back what I said, man.
Okay, no problem. See,
I'm not gonna waffle act like I never said it. And the Yankees proved me wrong. You know, they're pitching really well right now. Kluber with the no hitter. Hopefully, he's has all the injuries recently, so hopefully he doesn't.
Don't go back now. It's only May.
Their pitching's been ridiculous.
Keep it up.
I'm just saying, I was wrong. Their pitching's been insane.
They're on a 2-week run.
So let's get back to how you're prioritizing. So now all your focus is on music, correct?
Yeah, that's my main thing.
So are you making like music videos or releasing songs, or what are you doing?
A lot of practicing, a lot of jamming with friends. Now that COVID's kind of coming. Now that COVID's less and less, I've been trying to jam with buddies more.
So you have any gigs lined up? Anything? Are you playing anywhere?
I'm trying. Yeah, not yet, but we're gonna look at trying to play somewhere sometime.
Come on, dude. You got the summertime's coming. This is when people want music.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna make it happen. Don't worry, man.
I mean, we got Jesus prime time.
We'll record the show so you guys can see us.
We're going to it. What are you nuts? The minute you find out, the minute you play, I'm going, dude. Wherever it is.
We got to talk to Tim.
I don't care.
Tim's got.
You guys want to drive 6 hours to come see my band,
bro? Just to see you play, and this we'll film it. We'll add commentary.
you can let me know how it is.
Yeah, but hearing Vinny with the wah pedal, I'm like, damn, I gotta get my wah pedal game on.
All right, so what are you playing?
The song "Blood and Thunder" by Mastodon.
I do. Does everybody else?
Probably not. But.
Badass. Well done.
Thanks, man.
That's excellent.
Wow, that was really good.
Seven Nation Army. Follow up, Vinny.
Sounds better.
Yeah, he played in a different key. He was playing like.
Yeah. And he's playing it slow too.
Oops.
Sorry, Vinny.
Yeah.
It's just smoke Vinny.
He's gotta do a guitar off with either me or Tim. That'd be fun.
You guys will smoke him.
No, come on, man. I'll give him a chance.
Sign up for that.
He always backs out of it. He backed out of our halftime show.
Yeah, was he supposed to play the halftime show?
Yeah, he blew us off.
Yep.
Now he scares
his
dogs.
The other guy though, the bass player, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he left when you guys cut him off when he was trying to plug his show, and it was at like the same time as you guys were like goodbye. He's like, "So it's gonna happen right now. So everyone leave this and come to my show." That was hysterical, man.
Well, shit happens sometimes. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, man.
So here's a question for you.
On Monday, so
do you go to a lot of concerts or no?
Not really, because no one really comes to Rochester. Fortunately, there's a concert in January I already got tickets to. It's for an artist you guys probably haven't heard of, but
who is it?
His name's Corey Wong. He's a guitar player.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see him in January. So it's a little, a while away. But yeah, I'm trying to go to more, my friends' bands, local shows like that. There's just not a lot of guys coming to Rochester, and finally when I'm able to drive myself places and pay for concerts, I'll fortunately be able to go to shows. I really want to go to the Rage Against the Machine Run the Jewel show, but the tickets are just absurd.
Dude, I'm paying for it. I don't give a shit.
I'm going
to see him in the Garden. Like there's certain concerts I'm willing to pay anything for. I'm down. In the Garden, just fuck it. Who cares?
They're coming to Key Bank too, which I saw Rush there back in 2015. So that was my first and kind of only big concert I've been to. Who, Rage or Run the Jewels?
Rage is so good.
Yeah.
It's just chaos.
And they have, is this their first time playing with each other in a while? Because they did the Prophets of Rage with who was it with? Cypress Hill and some other guys. And I heard the album they put out wasn't great, but they were putting on some great shows.
Yep.
Yeah, and Run the Jewels, they're super good live. They play a lot of the festivals and stuff, and I'm really only familiar with one of the records, but it's really good.
There's so many big festivals now, man. It's like in Chicago and Kentucky.
It's really good to see, man.
But it's nowhere around here. It's like
nowhere around us. Exactly.
Like there's one. I think it's in Delaware, but the lineup isn't that great. But like I'm almost tempted to go to like start going like across the country, going to concerts.
Boston Calling, I think, is what the festival's called up in Boston. That one's really good. I don't know what the lineup is this year, but there's
so many great ones.
But they have kind of in like Chicago, like Kentucky, Minnesota.
Yeah, like they have the See Here Now in Asbury Park where Pearl Jam's supposed to headline it. So hopefully, now that Murphy opened up shit finally, now it's like hopefully that still goes on because Pearl Jam's that's awesome. But other than that, dude, like and they were supposed to have something big in Atlantic City too, like on the beach, and that's been kind of on hold. It's just like then you see like all these other like major like 4-day festivals, 3-day festivals, like Metallica's like 2 of the 4 days.
They're headlining a bunch of them.
Like, just put this shit around here somewhere. It's ridiculous.
I mean, festivals are great because you pay for one ticket and you get a crap ton of bands.
You see 20 bands.
It's obviously a shorter set, and they can't do all this stuff. Like some bands are way better in an arena with all their light shows and all the cool stuff like that, and playing on a condensed stage outside.
I can't wait, dude. I'm ready. So ready.
Dude, it's so great to see stuff reopening. Like I went to a minor league baseball game last Tuesday. And it was like a home opener, so it was pretty packed. Which the team's terrible, and like no one really cares about minor league baseball around here. But I'm going again tomorrow because the Syracuse Mets are coming to town, so I'll hopefully see
a loss.
Half the Mets team I'll see, because everyone's freaking injured right now. I think
on rehab assignments.
Syndergaard might be there. I think the amount of injuries. I want to talk to you, Primetime. It's getting ridiculous, man. It was like the Yankees.
Didn't they just hire a brand new training staff too?
They sure did.
I think they did because of
probably the Jets.
Like new regime.
Yeah, I mean more than half of their opening day rosters on the injured list right now.
We have 3 starting offensive players playing right now, and 2 of them have unperformed, or all 3 of them.
One of them.
Lindor and McCann.
McCann shouldn't even be the starter anymore. Nito should be back there. He's better defensively, and he's been swinging a better bat.
Much better defensively.
I think Lindor eventually is going to come around.
He's gonna be all right. And like I bumped him down to number 3 in my shortstop rankings. I actually have Tatis 1, Story 2. I was not like Tatis. I was like, let him play a full year. But like seeing what he's been doing recently, it's like I can't do it anymore. And like a lot of his outs above average is kind of low just because he makes occasional throwing errors, but also he makes up for it with like these unworldly plays out in shortstop, and he's an elite hitter, man.
Give him 2 years, he's a face of baseball over Trout.
Trout's not really. He's the best. Trout's the best player in baseball, but I don't think he's really
hurt,
the face of baseball. Because he's just kind of quiet, and like I think the guy getting most people excited about is Ohtani. Because my friends at school coming up to me are like, "Yo, what's the deal with that Ohtani guy? Like he pitches and hits." And like guys who have like kind of like they might like a little bit of football or basketball. They know nothing about baseball. They come up to me and ask me about Ohtani. But shame he's on the Angels because they waste everybody out there. And Jose's probably going to roast me for saying that because he's.
Hey, why do they ask you about Ohtani? It's not like you have a baseball podcast or anything.
Hey man, this Wednesday I'm going to be doing my. Yeah, man, I'm doing my top 10 players at every position.
Fucking season just starts on break. Jesus Christ.
I'm not into recapping games and stuff like that because
you can do like a weekly show, like a week in review or something.
That's
why don't you do like a 2-minute recap after every game?
Because I hate watching the games in like analysis mode. Like I have to take notes and there's so many games that you can't.
What kind of analysis do you get on this show? What kind of analysis do you get on this show?
Yeah, but you guys make it up.
Watch the game, turn your camera on at the end, give a 2-minute recap. If Luis Rojas does something stupid, go off on him.
It happens every game, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It gets boring after a while.
You got excuses, man. It just sounds like you're being lazy, man. It sounds like, man, you don't want it bad enough. You don't want to have a good following. You just wanted to just,
I have my priorities. It's not my number one thing. It's kind of more of a side hobby, and I'm
unsubscribing. That I'm out. If you're not committed, I'm not committed. Fuck that shit.
Hey, once a week.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't really give a shit about it, why should we care about it?
That's fair.
Right, Primetime? He clearly doesn't care.
Hey, if you don't care, then you don't have to care.
Well, you don't care. If you don't care, I'm not going to care.
I care.
I cared when I thought you cared.
Primetime cares more than you do.
You guys got to call in sometime. I'll talk with you guys.
For what reason? You have no fucking following. You don't give a shit about it. What the hell are we going to do for it?
Jeez, man.
Right? If you want us to call in, you don't want to do it yourself.
if you're legitimately back this Wednesday, I'll try and call in if I'm back for my game in time.
That's bullshit.
No,
I'm on the road this week.
I'm going live this Wednesday.
I will do my best. I will do my best to tune in. And hopefully
you got your priorities, man.
I'm just gonna call in a heckle.
Talk about the Yankees.
Release your creature.
Have a good night, man.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Have a good one.
Prime Time, I don't understand this. So he launches a channel, and then and then he actively says that he doesn't want to have time for it.
Like it would be one thing if it was November, December, it's the off season. Even still, though, you have like free agency and stuff to talk about. But if you weren't doing something every single week, all right, I can get it. But we go every week with this show, and there's definitely nothing to talk about right now.
See, John, there's more to this story because Mr. Elias, with his little badass baseball podcast, once the season started, was all on my timeline, ripping the Yankees with my expert analysis. The Yankees are not a playoff team. They're not a good team. They're overrated. Then when Aaron Boone should have been fired or some shit. Then all of a sudden, voila, here they are. Yankees are what? Fucking 8, I don't know what their record is. 9 above 500 or whatever it is at this point. Now he's
they do more Mets talk than they do Yankees talk. So
he was firing out tweets prime time left and right coming my way with the Yankees.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden the podcast is on a hiatus.
Yeah. I got nothing on that then.
Conveniently. But just saying. I feel like I get top quality analysis on this show. I don't know. You don't get it from me. I don't know what you're talking about. We started this show with freaking Knicks talk and UFC shit. Let's see. What do we got here? We do analysis on the show. We criticize primetime's cooking and shotgunning. That's true.
That's true. That is
when are you cooking again, dude? Whatever happened to your cooking montage?
When do you want me to cook again?
No, but weren't you supposed to do a montage of your other cooking ones and make like a video out of it?
Was I? I don't remember that. Did I say I was going to do that? Did I say I was going to do that?
We are never getting our credentials back. You take action items, don't do anything with them.
Wait, when did I say that though? I don't remember that.
Jesus Christ, that was probably after your Sam rap, and that never happened either.
I really did have like half of like a legit good rap, like as Sam Darnold towards the Jets, where like it was good, and then he got traded. So it's like,
it's weird, but what's weird too is that John and Lakehurst has been MIA since he lost his bets to Tyrone.
Completely MIA, like off the face of the earth.
No calling him the Tuesday show, not calling it tonight. He is long fucking gone now.
He's in a different country or something.
Tyrone won't let it live it down. I wouldn't either. But like, dude, you talked all this shit for a month and a half. Had to pay the piper, my friend.
Gotta back it up.
Let's see. We will go to Kieran. What's up, man?
Hey, man. How's it going?
He's in quiet
what's up,
mode.
dude?
What's up?
So you're in quiet mode. You're all smooth right now.
Well, the girlfriend's in the other room, so.
every time you call in, either your girlfriend's out shopping, she's in the room, in the shower, somewhere where you can so you have time to talk.
Is that her or the TV in the background?
Nah, it's a TV. let me turn it down.
I don't want to be rude and tell your wife to be quiet.
I'm watching the Islander game. So
what's the score to Islander game?
It's 2-2. It's going to overtime right now.
Ooh,
nice. Shit.
They get eliminated, right? If they lose.
No, it's game 5.
I thought they were down like. I thought they were down 3-2. I thought they were down 3-2.
No, it's 2-2. It's game 5.
Are they? Oh shit.
Yeah. No, this is it's
Where
crazy. It's crazy because every single team that I like is doing great right now. It's weird.
Not used to
it's
it. Right?
Weird. No, not used to it at all.
Even the Mets with all their injuries still in first place. I'm not complaining right now.
I'm not a Mets fan.
Water.
I'm not a Mets fan. I mean, I live in Queens, but I'm not a Mets fan. But
how are you not a Mets fan in Queens?
But I root for them. I'm a Yankee fan, but if the Mets playing not the Yankees, I'll go for them a little bit.
It should be much easier for the Yankee fan to root for the Met fan. You guys have won all the championships you need to win. Like, we're the little brother. We haven't won shit in your lifetime. Like, for the Met fan, like, you can understand why we can't root for you guys. I mean, there's always so much of that shit you can watch. Even as like a Jet fan watching the Giants win, it's the same shit.
Well, the thing is, it's weird because when 86 came around, my father got season tickets in 87. So I went to a ton of Met games, 87, 88, 89. So because it's just easier to go to than Yankee Stadium because I lived in Long Island, right? Yeah. And so I went to a ton of Mets games. So I liked the Mets at that time, but I was always a Yankees fan, always a Don Mattingly fan. I think even put in the chat. My first game that I remember was '83 July 4th, Rigetti no hitter.
Oh,
That was my first game that I remember watching. So I became a Yankee fan I was always a Yankee fan. So it's just the way it is. I don't know.
it's a good thing.
But a Jets fan, I mean, I told you how I became a Jets fan, so I'm not going to call in about that. But I mean, listen, before I say anything more, I just want to salute Jay Klein, Darren, Jose.
He's giving shout outs right now, Brian.
Yeah, these are shout outs because these are the callers I love. And Rutgers, as you call him, Javed, I like him. He actually inspired me to call you because of
there you go.
Because of his
bad takes.
His informative takes.
I see Afram in the background. Like, what about me?
Oh yeah, and Afram. Those are the five that I
That's
remember
it?
off the
What
top
about
of my head.
Jomo? Jomo's been kicking ass.
Yeah, but Jomo's a newer one.
All right.
I'm just glad you didn't mention Cassandra. That's all.
Yeah, Cassandra's on. She's on the outside. She's not in. She's in the outside. She's just a Twitter troll. That's all she is.
Yeah.
Wow. She actually knows football, though.
She is, but she's a troll. That's what she is.
Wait, well, hold on. Now you offended Elias. Is upset
Oh,
now.
Elias. I'm sorry.
If she focused more on football.
No, there's Tim and Elias too, because Tim and Elias. First of all, Tim, what a badass guitarist that guy is.
He is.
Holy shit.
He's talented as hell.
And I understand why Elias is not doing his show because he's a badass guitarist. And if he wants to be a band guy, then you got to practice like shitload because I know what it's about. I know because I used to play the violin when I was younger, and I had to be playing all the fucking time, practicing all that shit in order to be any good. So I understand that.
Fair enough.
You got to have priorities.
So then the question is, who had a better shotgun, Feeney or Primetime?
Feeney, of course. Come on.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I won't fight that.
Listen, Zach Wilson, whoever decided that they're going to go to Islanders, whether it's the Jets PR or it's like, man, Wilson likes, or whoever likes hockey, and they all decided to go together. That's pretty fucking cool, man.
It's a great idea. It's a great team building.
Yeah. Now go to the Knicks game. Go watch the Knicks, man.
Yeah, that's what they should be. They should be at the Garden on Wednesday.
But I don't think the Garden's going to let them. I don't know if they're going to let them get that shine. You know what I mean? It's Dolan. So.
They could probably get tickets to the Nets game. Those tickets are clearly there to be had.
That is true.
They're giving them away.
That is true. I mean, they could definitely go to Nets game. It's a little easy to go to Brooklyn than it is to go to Madison Square Garden anyway. So.
Yep, absolutely.
But the Knicks game was fantastic. I mean, that was a fantastic game. The whole series is going to be fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be like, I tell you, it's like back to the Van Gundy days, man. It's going to be a 7-game series, all come down to the last, It's
a lot of strategy. There's a lot of coaching strategy because, like, I think that whole game was because Randall wasn't playing well. It turns out, I mean, they were feeling that's a feel out game. It's like they're trying to feel out what is the next strategic move. How are they going to deal with Trae Young?
That last play call still pisses me off, though, man.
Yeah, but I think they didn't want to go to overtime. That's what I really think.
Fuck that! What are you nuts? Tie the game, especially at home
on your home court.
No, I don't think. I mean, I was thinking about it. I was like, I know they told Frank, like maybe they're putting in Frank to just to see if Frank can do what he can do.
Well, they thought he was their best defensive option.
No, I wonder if they're just putting him on a. They're putting him on a ledge, and just seeing if he's.
No, they're trying to win, dude. They're trying to.
I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I think
with the game on the line.
Listen, I'm telling you, there's some mind tricks going on.
There ain't no fucking mind tricks. It just didn't work out.
No, there's some mind tricks. There's some mind tricks going on.
Did you have an epiphany or something? Now you sound like Tim.
I know.
Mind tricks. You're trying to win the fucking game, and you got roasted.
Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I still don't understand why.
They're too loyal to Randall, man. They're just too loyal to him. You shouldn't have got the last shot.
Yeah,
he was off.
But I think that's because they have to back him. So I mean, part of it is they're thinking about next year too. Like this is
fuck that. What are you talking about next year? It's about now. What are you next? What?
I'm telling you. They're thinking this is a 7-game series.
Yeah, what does next year have to do with this? It's game 1, dude. You're worried about winning this series.
I understand it. They there's a lot of strategy. I think there's a lot of duping and bullshit going on. I'm telling you. I'm
But
telling
not in the
you.
last 30 seconds of a game.
Not the last fucking set of the game.
You're doing everything you got to do to win that.
You hope so. You hope so.
I mean, you hope so. So that they're paid for.
All right. Well, I'm not okay. I was pissed off, but I mean disappointed. But I'm not. I was not as angry as you were. I wasn't going to sleep angry. I was just like, shit, man, that sucks. That sucks. But it's it's 7 games. There's 7 games. So.
I'd be angrier for like if it was the Mets or the Jets. But
listen, I'll tell you this: I was angry. If they go down 0-2 in the same fashion, I'm gonna be
then I'm gonna be
angry as shit on Thursday.
Yes. That'll be a problem. That would be a hell of a problem because then they're gonna get swept. That's a big problem.
You know what? Have a good night, man. I'm not getting swept. What the fuck?
What?
If they lose, they're gonna get swept.
If they lose 0-2, then it's going to be a big problem.
Why are they going to get swept?
What do you think? You don't think they got to figure it out?
Now they're going to lose 4 in a row?
If they don't figure it out by if it's 0-2 and they're down, I mean, maybe they're not going to get swept, but they're going to lose. They're going to lose.
If they lose, I think it'll be in 6.
This is like a series of bad takes. You're multiplying your bad takes. Like you're putting gasoline in your bad take, making a fucking bonfire here.
I'm trying to justify what they did.
You ain't justifying shit. You're making it worse. This is terrible.
You got to justify. Okay. All right. Wait.
So you came on here and you listed all the great callers and you just put yourself on one of the worst calls. This is one of your worst calls ever, easily.
Well, I've only called in 3 times. So.
This is the worst one. Terrible.
Okay. Well, listen, I apologize. Don't hang up on me yet. Don't hang up on me yet. I just want
to redeem yourself.
Is it getting better?
All right. Okay. So let's talk about the Jets. Okay. Let's see. Jake was talking about tight ends. I think Kenny Yeboah is going to make the team. I think actually the other guy Croft is actually a good pickup. I think he's a good blocker. All right.
I think he's going to take Ryan Griffin's spot.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're going to cut him. I think it's going to be Hernan or Yeboah, Croft, and then
Wesco?
Who's the blocker? Who's going to be the guy who's going to be like the fullback? Who's the fullback?
Well, it could be Wesco. It could be Wesco.
That's what I said last time, and then Tyson was like, "What are you talking about?" That was a bad take about the Wesco. So
I liked Wesco coming out of the draft. Baldinger was a huge fan of him, calling him Baby Gronk, but
Baby Gronk really
to that yet.
Maybe. Shit sense.
I think honestly, about the the whole idea about the defense. There's going to be a lot of progress, right, on both sides of the ball, defense and offense. Definitely a lot of progress, and it's going to take a long time. And cornerbacks are bad.
So
I don't think they're bad.
What does a long time mean?
I think you're right. 10 games. You know what I mean? It's going to take, but then it's not like they're going to lose a lot of games. I mean, they're not going to. They're going to be competitive in all these games. I think they'll be like in the first 10 games, they're going to win 3 or 4 games. That's what I think. They'll be a little bit under 500, and then by the end of the season, hopefully they'll be around 500. That's what I expect.
Okay, you somewhat salvaged this call, but overall, I think it's still very poor.
Great.
have a good night, man.
All right,
have a good night, man.
Bye.
Steve, prime time. I try to be nice, dude. I try to. I really do.
He ended on a good note.
The call was terrible. Absolutely horrendous.
The Knicks takes were bad. The Jets takes were bad.
It's just they lost deliberately. Ben is like it's just, oh man.
What I thought he meant initially, like when he said they weren't trying to play for overtime, was that on the possession with 0.9 seconds, I thought he meant like they were trying to look for a 3 or something. I'm like, all right, maybe you just want to end the game there, not risk overtime. But like the defensive possession, no, like you're trying to get a stop there.
Yeah, we're all excited, man. Full stadium, tailgating, everything is back, and it's great. Hopefully they have training camp open to the public as well. So that's absolutely wonderful. We're excited about that. Cassandra got a little. He insulted Cassandra, which called her a troll. She's actually very good. She's very, very intelligent football fan. So speaking of the Miss Cassandra, long time no speak, my friend.
Hello. What's up?
Uh-oh.
She frozen?
Is she frozen?
Uh-oh.
It seems like the new popular thing on this show. Oh, wait, what?
What happened to her thing?
Now she looks like the girl in the
can you hear me?
Like the hair cover.
We can see.
Wait,
now
can you hear me or no?
We can hear you. Now it's better. Uh-oh.
Is it still not working? Okay, that was
You're
so
okay.
weird. It was like totally fine on my end. What?
You're freezing a little bit
God.
on my end, but I
Is
can
it
hear
good?
you.
Or no? Is it
You're a
really?
little blurry.
You're in a
Yeah.
different
Is it
room.
freezing with the lights?
If
It's
you did your
totally fine
makeup,
on my
nobody could
end.
tell.
Oh, Nate. Thanks. I don't care. Wait. Yeah, no, my Wi-Fi is fine. At least that's what it says. That makes no sense.
Are you using like a BlackBerry?
Wait, so can you
camera
hear me or
phone
no?
We can hear you, but you're
now
like
we can hear you, but
No.
yeah, your
super-
camera's
No,
it's
I'm
like
using
cloudy.
my laptop. Wait.
Nice couch though. It's definitely different. Definitely a different
Is it
scene.
really? Okay, I'm gonna like delete my Wi-Fi. Yeah, no, it's a holiday in Canada, so they're shooting off fireworks, so I moved room. I actually used to have dial-up, yeah.
The Wi-Fi down?
Wait,
you really do have dial-up?
no, I'll like call out and then I'll call out and then I'll call back.
All right.
For probably the first 12 years of my life, yeah. Not now though. Wait, no, I'll call out and then call back. That's so weird.
All right. All right. What I like is that there's just no mercy, man. Like nobody gives a shit. It's just like she's so like, well, she's rough, man. She'll go at people, but it's just so funny.
Yeah, if that was somebody else, she wouldn't be holding back. So
no, absolutely not. Definitely a different scene though for her. So that's good. So should we give her a couple minutes? Give her like a minute to call back in? Because we probably should.
Yeah,
right?
we'll give her another shot. We can go to somebody else right now, though.
All right, we can go to Jomo. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's
here
up,
for
dude?
a Knicks rant.
Oh,
boy.
Let's have it.
Man, those final 2 minutes were a bunch of bullshit. What did Trae Young shoot like 6 free throws in the final 2 minutes?
Some of those calls were fucking brutal, man.
Right? That RJ Barrett foul. I mean,
Terrible.
If anything, that should have been a reach-in, you know?
Yep.
And they
I don't think
reviewed
it
that
was
too.
a shooting foul. Yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit.
Those reviews are horseshit too, man.
Yeah. And yeah, the reviews in the NBA are definitely horseshit. But really, I mean, I'm pretty confident in the Knicks still. I think, we came out very sluggish. It's a young team, not a lot of playoff experience, so you kind of expect it. But I mean, the final 3 quarters minus the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, I feel like we outplayed them.
So many guys stepped up too, man. Like like with Randall playing so poorly, everybody was just picking it up, and it was just like the rallying. And it's just like they would do it, and then they won defensive lapse. This is probably one of their worst defensive games, man. They had so many lapses where it's just like not getting the rebound, not boxing out, the pick and rolls. It was just like,
it was bad. Nobody was able to guard Trae.
That's one of the things I worry about maybe more than Trae Young is how they're going to work on the. The cricket in the background or something.
I do.
I'm worried about what they're going to do as far as the rebounding with Capella.
Eat those things.
I think Noel was overmatched on that.
Yeah, Noel was overmatched. Well, the thing with the centers on our team, Noel and Robinson. Obviously, Robinson's hurt, but they're not like big guys. They get overmatched by a lot of bigger
Gibson
centers.
tries too.
He tries, but he's not very athletic.
Nope.
I like Taj, but I mean, dude,
he doesn't box out for his size. I'm like, just box out, dude. Like,
and he doesn't really play down low on defense either, which pisses me off a lot. Like when you see Noel when he's on the court, he's always at the bottom of the key, getting ready to block somebody or some shit. But Taj, he's everywhere except at the bottom of the key. So when Taj is in, I mean, teams can just drive on us.
Yeah.
But dude, my favorite player on the Knicks is Quickly. Easily. I love Emmanuel Quickly, man. Isn't he? Like he needs to play more.
He's just instant energy, dude.
And I feel like he's got to look for his shot more though.
He does have to look for his shot more. I feel like
early in the year
he
was putting it up, and lately he hasn't been as much. Yeah.
But he came out aggressive last night, though.
He did.
Yeah, and then where was he in the second half?
I liked a lot. He wasn't in that much. They were relying on Alec Burks.
Birch was awesome, though, dude. He was just money,
on fire.
though.
Yeah, he was on fire. But, I mean, I like Quickly, man. Like, Quickly needs to get more minutes. I hate Elfrid Payton.
Why every fan hates him?
I don't understand why you even play him if you just plan on taking him.
Like, why start the game for 2 minutes? Like, why play 2 minutes? Like,
exactly.
For what, to say he started? Like, what do you? Like, there's no purpose to it.
No purpose
Shit drives me
Like,
insane.
start Frank. If you like Peyton for his defense, just start Frank. He's your best defender.
And then if you're gonna call Frank your best defender, like, give him more playing time than that. So that if you want to put him in a big spot to make a stop, like, at least he has a sweat. Like, he's sweating and kind of into it, not just getting torched.
Oh, man, that shit pissed me off. But it was a great game. I can't remember the last time I was screaming at a TV for the Knicks like that. Like,
yep, me too.
That was a great game. Like, so much energy.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And like usually, like they were all making plays too. It's like you can rally around because they're all playing hard. Yeah. Young guys are like they're playing their hearts out, and it was just like, all right, this is.
I couldn't Toppin, man. I mean, I've been bashing Toppin throughout the whole season, but yesterday he played really well, putting up the shots, that dunk. I mean, everything. I feel like RJ needs to find his offense a little more too.
That dunk was.
He was getting to the rim. Yeah, he was getting to the rim at ease too. He got blocked once, but like, man, he find yourself. Like, get yourself going.
I like when he's aggressive like that though when he goes to the basket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I love.
That's
about
his
RJ.
game. Yep.
That is his game. Get to the basket. I mean, he's good with the spot up shot. He could catch and shoot, but man, just get to the basket. You bully everybody that's guarding you.
But I like how they pass the ball around too, man. They're very unselfish. They spread it around. Like they look for the open shot, and like that I like, man. It's just that Randall was just so off, dude. It was like God, like you just tell it was just you could tell he wasn't. Then you could tell his body language. You could tell it just wasn't there.
Yeah, he had like 3 turnovers in the final 3 minutes too. That killed us. We were up by like 6, and then he turned it over. A stupid pass. Oh, it was bad. But that's really all I got. I don't got much on the Jets. Just
tomorrow night, man. Tomorrow night. We're coming back tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Wednesday? Oh, no, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday night. Fuck, it's only Monday. Shit. Yeah. 2 more nights of this.
Wow, that's
right.
I thought they played tomorrow.
No, it's Wednesday night. Yeah, good talking to you, man.
Hey, have a good one, guys.
You too. Have a good night. How do they have 2 nights off?
I don't know. We're bringing back on Cassandra. There she is. Oh, there goes the couch is gone.
No, I went back upstairs. No, I went downstairs because it's a holiday here. So in my neighborhood there's
what holiday?
It's Victoria Day. So it's like a long weekend holiday. Basically the only thing significant about this holiday is like just people light off tons and tons of fireworks. So I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's like it's pretty loud because they're just outside my house.
Is it like your version of 4th of July?
No, that's Canada Day.
No. Oh.
So yeah, this is just like July 1st.
So you have 2 days of lighting fireworks?
Usually, like I'm trying to think. Are there any like because there's a park behind my house and a park in front of it. So like you just get like random fireworks shooting off. But this holiday kind of like it's the kickoff to I guess like kickoff to spring, like because it's that like sort of thing. I guess
kickoff to spring or summer.
Well, kickoff to spring, summer, like here, everything's still closed. So I find it really funny how you guys are always talking about how like everything's opening up. We're in like super strict lockdown here.
Still?
And so, yeah, no, COVID was really bad. Like this is specifically my province. It's not all of Canada, but our province hasn't dealt with COVID very well. And so here you can only buy essential things. So like retail is still curbside. You can't go to the gym. You haven't been able to since like October.
Oh shit.
Restaurants have been closed since like October. So it's just like takeout only. And so, yeah, like retail's all curbside. Like I bought myself a new purse like a couple weeks ago and I had to get it shipped to me.
Dude, so we're like, we're like
found our show.
We're fully open. We're fully open as of like we've been fully open now. Like Friday, we're like no mask, nothing.
It's really funny like watching stuff in the US because like for hockey and stuff, like all the games you don't get any fans and like here you can't even buy like non-essential items in my province specifically. I don't know what it's like for other provinces.
So what happened? Is there no vaccines there, or what's the problem?
The vaccine rollout was kind of weird. They kind of did it like retirement and long-term care homes and healthcare workers. So for me, I didn't qualify for the vaccine until last week. And that was like my dad's a type 1 diabetic. He didn't qualify for it until I think a couple weeks ago. It was like they kind of did it in age groups, but then people weren't getting them. And so then they opened it up more, but essentially the way they've done it is in like postal codes. So for you guys, it would be zip codes. And for my postal code specifically, it's like they do them based on like who's had the most cases. Where I live, there hasn't been a ton of cases, but if you go like 5 minutes south of me, I would have qualified for a vaccine like a month ago. So it's kind of weird the way it's set up, but it's slowly getting better now that I think they're hoping in the next couple weeks they'll start opening a little bit of stuff up. But like knowing the way our government's handled it, we'll probably end up doing like a 4th lockdown.
That's sad, man. That's crazy. Like, we're like fucking living life. Like that sucks.
Yeah, no, it's funny listening to you guys like talk about all the stuff you're doing. And it's just like, I was like, a couple weeks ago, I was just like, oh, I want to get this bag. Like, how am I going to get it? I was like flipping out because I had to get it like FedExed here, and I was worried like someone was going to steal it. So I was like, crap. So I was like camped out in front of my house doing work. I'm just like,
now are you allowed to travel out of Canada? Or is there any like border restrictions or no?
I think there's border restrictions where I think you have to quarantine for 2 weeks in a hotel if you come back here. I don't know because I don't travel a lot, but I think when you come back here, you have to quarantine in like a specific hotel for 2 weeks where there were some COVID outbreaks.
You can't go to your house in quarantine?
I think you have to pay a fine.
Jesus Christ.
Like you have to pay, I think it's like an $800 fine if you go and travel because they're trying to discourage people from like flying out and like vacationing and like stuff like that. I know.
Sounds like you're vacationing in a safer place than where you live. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of it. Like, no, COVID was really bad here. Like, pretty much like a month ago. Like, it was really bad through April, and then like it's just like our government doesn't really like listening to its own medical advisory table. If I could put it as nicely as possible.
That's crazy. Shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, fuck, that's terrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, no, it's not fun, but like I don't know. It could be like for me, I'm fine. Like I'm fine with it. Like it could be like I'm fine. Like my family has all been like healthy and stuff, and like my dad got vaccinated last week. My mom my mom's a nurse, so she got vaccinated earlier. So it's like I don't know. I was more worried about that sort of thing.
Yeah, but to still not have those freedoms. No wonder you're so angry and you're ripping everybody on Twitter. Yeah, you're still.
No, I don't rip it. I've been good on Twitter lately.
I take back my troll comment now.
Thanks. See, that's no, but actually, to get into that, why is everyone throwing shade? Everyone's been throwing shade at me lately. So I'm gonna call a few people out because, like, you know, I know what everyone like. It's hard being at the top, being the most popular person on this show. I'm just gonna be arrogant now.
Man.
No, I'm kidding. No, but like, no, everyone wants my attention, and you know, it's difficult. So I see what the plan is. And
everybody wants her attention. You hear this shit, Primetime?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna be full of myself now. Everyone's always trying to throw shade at me. Actually, no, I know a few people absolutely hate my guts, which is fine. I don't care. And
how can somebody hate you?
Oh, there's a few people in the comments who I know do not like when I come on this show. That's why I don't come on all the time. Like I try and like spread it out. So I don't know why people are like, oh, you never come on the show all the time. I was on the show like 2 weeks ago, so I don't know why they were. Who was it? Tim was like, oh yeah, you never come on the show anymore. And then Vinny, one of the like the 5 Vinnies in the chat was like, yeah, so you never come on this show anymore. And I'm like, I've literally been on the show more recently than you have. So, okay. And so but so I've got like 3 people called. So first and foremost, Waffle Wire. I know you're not the most relevant person after you made your not so triumphant return to this show, but I've got to ask. Yeah, that's actually true. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually true. I was being arrogant, but I know Jose. I don't have anything on Jose. And so, he likes me though, so it's fine. He's not gonna roast me. And so no, Waffle Wire, yeah, you made your not so triumphant return to the show. You got absolutely roasted, but then you decided to call me out, but then you waffled on calling me out, so I was confused. So my advice to you, I'm going to keep it short and sweet because you've been really wanting me to roast you for like 3 weeks, and I'm like, it's really low on my list of priorities. And so I'm just like, okay then. But no, so my advice to you is get a clue, watch the film back. I never even roasted you, so what are you even on about? Like, yeah, just go get a clue and then get back to me. And so yeah, next person. So next person, I have no idea who this person is off the top of my head, but it was someone in the chat because I read the chat back after I'm on this show. And so I can't remember who it was, but whoever told me, asked me if I was wearing a towel on the last show. It's a freaking Croft shirt. I'm wearing the exact same shirt, just in a different color. It's a Croft strapless shirt. Like, it's not a towel. What are you even on about? I'll take some slander, but I will not take any slander on my fashion choices because my fashion choices are very good. I don't even need to brag because, like, I get a random compliment every single week. So it's fine. And then finally, last but not least, to Ant, the local celebrity. I don't know what is up with you. You're trying to be like TMZ, but you've been taking shots at me like the last like 2 times you're on this show. So I want you to just focus on being a celebrity and stop coming at me, because first and foremost, I'm no one's girl. And second of all, I would never work for Primetime because I think he's a clown. So get out of here with your secretary.
Whoa. How's it?
I just apologize, and then you come.
I don't care.
I don't care.
You. Okay.
You never apologize for telling me my best takes or when I don't say anything. You never apologize to me when you said
that was when you were on this run every single week of coming at me. So I was just throwing a little bit of shade back your way. That's all I was doing.
No, either way. But then you also told me I've done nothing for society, which I don't know how you can make that deduction when I've spoken to you. How many times have I been on this show? 5 or 6, 7, maybe. I don't know, less than 10 times. And then what else have you done lately? Yeah.
I've been good.
I can name like another 5 things. No, you haven't. I think you deliberately mispronounced my name as well, just to annoy me because you can't throw shade at me. So there's that too, and that gets on my nerves. But like whatever. So yeah, I think you're a massive clown.
I finally remembered it now.
Literally, the last show you deliberately called me Cassandra after Tim pronounced my name right. So I was pretty ticked off by that. I was like, okay, no, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. And now I'm not. Now I think you're doing it deliberately. No, because he literally said my name properly, and then you waited, paused for a second, and then pronounced it wrong. So that's why I think that's
we have a lot of callers. It's hard to remember. Javed, Javad, we have a lot of callers that they have different ways of pronouncing their name. I thought you were Cassandra. I know a lot of Cassandras. That's all I'm saying.
I'm killing it. Thank you very much.
I mean, you just roasted him. I mean, that was just out of nowhere.
I don't think I deserved that.
Everybody else definitely deserved it. Speaking of which, I forgot to ask you this the last time I was on the show, but if I recall correctly, not the last time I was on the show, because that was the draft stream, but the show before that, you got into a massive argument about how much you hated Zach Wilson. And you got into a giant fight, which was entertaining while I just chilled out. But so you hated Zach Wilson. Then on the draft stream, you're cracking out the headband.
Before the draft, yes, I did not.
Shut up. Let me talk.
Whose show is this? Whose show is this?
We'll just get lost. Yeah, shut up. I'm talking. I get to have my piece, then you can go on your giant rant. But no, I don't. So anyway, let me say my piece. So no, it's not. I don't like anyone. I've maybe liked one person before, and it's not ever been anyone on the show. But anyway, either way, my point is, so you were talking about how much you hate Zach Wilson, all this and that. Then you're cracking out the headband for him, and now suddenly you're in love with him. So my question is he your new Sam/Mike McCagnon? Because you seem to have to be like irrationally in love with someone every Jets show, I guess.
No, I'm supporting him, which is what I would have done for any quarterback that was taken with that pick.
Yeah, but that's just a waffling take.
No, that is exactly not a waffle.
Yeah, it's a waffle. You go from saying you hate someone and now you're cracking out headbands. That seems like a waffle to me.
What Tyrone did week after week prior to the draft, before anybody was ever selected, that's called waffling, where 1 week Justin Fields is your number 1 quarterback. The following week,
completely waffled.
Zach Wilson is your number 1 quarterback. The week after that, Trey Lance is your number. That's called waffling.
Wait, but explain to me how you've gone from saying
I'm explaining it right now. I'm explaining it right now that I was consistent the entire.
Yeah, but it's a bad explanation.
That I did not want Zach Wilson as my quarterback. But once he is selected and he's going to be the guy for the next 5 years, what do you want me to do? Bitch and complain about it every single week? Or
no, but you don't need to get hope that they coach him up right as soon as he was drafted.
So what am I supposed to do? Not root for him, but not root for him so much where I become a fan of his? Like, how do I approach this now?
You approach it in like a way that you don't go from like hating his guts one day and then suddenly you're all about him and cracking out your headband for him the next.
Because he's my quarterback. I don't have a choice. He's my quarterback.
Well, like, Yeah, but you don't need to be all about him. Like suddenly, like the headband thing, like that.
Why wouldn't I be all about him? I want him to succeed. I want him
because you said you hated him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I didn't want him as my quarterback. Yes,
that would be like me saying, like, okay, I've been on this show saying I hate Taysom Hill. If Taysom Hill gets named the Saints quarterback, I'm not be like, oh, I'm all about Taysom, love the guy. No,
he's also a guy that's been in a Saint uniform for how many years now? You've got to watch him play. Zach Wilson's a rookie. Why am I going to start off on a negative once he's drafted?
You're not going to start off a negative. I'm just saying you could have been a little bit more gradual in your approach.
What's there to be gradual about? Darnold got traded. Wilson was the draft pick. He's my guy now. There's nothing to be gradual about. I'm embracing the Zach Wilson era. I'm hoping it doesn't turn out the way I think it might.
So basically now you're going to defend him as you were defending Sam. So he's kind of your new like Mike McCagnon, Sam Darnold. That's what I'm trying to kind of get to at the end.
I can still defend why I defended McCagnon up until the point that I did, but we don't need to get into that on this show.
Let's not do that.
I didn't watch your show when all the
Dude, those were some pink. We were fighting like you thought we fought a lot this year. That year we fought.
You should do like reaction videos to your McCagnon fights. I would watch that.
Dude,
that would be
funny. We would go at it.
I'm gonna have to start throwing it back. This date in Jets history. Go back to all the old shows.
We fought. Our fights.
Yeah, you should do like
nasty.
a react video to that. You should react to your old fights. I think that would be entertaining because after I'll need fresh material to watch because after mid-June I don't think I'm gonna be able to be on this show for like a month or like comment. So
why?
So yeah, I need because I have to work. So
what do you think we do?
No, but I have to be up at like 3 a.m. to go to work. So I'll have to go to bed at like 7.
What do you do for work that you got to get up at 3 a.m.?
It's media. So put it that I'll like it. Yeah, it's like media stuff. So
we will miss you for sure.
Yeah, you'll miss me.
I know I will. I'm not sure about prime time, but I definitely.
No, I don't think you will. I won't miss him either. But I'm not sure. But no, I think I'll probably have to work Mondays. So it's
what a shame.
Yeah, no. So
that was
yeah, no, exactly. That's tons of fireworks. Yeah, no, it's it'll be fireworks probably. Yesterday we had fireworks till like 1 in the morning. So yeah,
if this was Darren, we'd be outside, we'd be enjoying the fireworks, have a nice view of the mountains in the background.
We see kangaroos and shit.
Yeah, we're just staring at your wall. So thanks.
Really? Are you kidding me? Well, I'm not gonna go outside and like firework it up. Like
why it's cool. There's a great fireworks show going on. I mean, if it was going on around me, I'd be showing the viewers, but
it's not that great. Like I don't think it's that great. And like it's cold outside. Like I'm not gonna go out and like lurk around the park. That's kind of creepy. Like there's kids out there.
All right.
Well, Cassandra, thank you for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. And you know what? We got to send her a shirt. We definitely got to send you a shirt.
It won't fit. I wear like I'm really short. Like I wear like a women's double extra small. Like I don't wear a medium.
Now she just turned down our shirt on time.
No, it wouldn't fit. So like give it to someone who can actually wear it. That's what I'm saying. I have a Saints shirt that's I think it's like a kid's like small or something. Like it's not. Yeah, like I'm not very like it wouldn't fit. Like it would probably be like a dress. I'm like 5'3", so.
Fine. No shirt for you then.
No shirt for me. Yeah. No, give it to. You can donate it to someone that I've roasted on my behalf.
I'll give it to Primetime. You've roasted the shit out of him.
I thought you already had like a medium shirt in that.
I'll take a large then.
It won't fit. It'll be like a dress.
All right, Cassandra. Have a very good night. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Have a good night.
She came out and just torched everybody. Holy shit.
Blowtorch.
All right, Primetime. Well, Primetime, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the next like 20 minutes by yourself so I can do some shirts and pack some shirts for tomorrow morning?
I mean, if I have to?
Yes.
Keep it quick. I'm tired.
Right, wrap up. Well, you want to wrap up the show and I'll just go so I can go do shirts?
Oh, we can do the last 3 that are on.
All right. We'll bring on Ephraim. What's up, man?
Not much. Looks like it's a slow show tonight.
What do you mean a slow show? It's like
not much.
Somehow we're
oh my god! I thought I was watching Jerry Springer there for a second.
It's crazy.
I got my email that my shirt is ready to go. I got a UPS US.
Yes, sir.
Postal service. The label's ready to go, and
see how official we are.
That's good. Yeah. Hey, on the Knick game, you gotta be positive. Listen, the Barrett and Randall were 6 for 38, and they still lost by 2. It came down to the wire, and Randall usually averages 30 points against the Hawks. So, hey, it was a bad night defensively and offensively, and they still lost only by 2, and they had a shot at the end to tie it. So, I think that's a positive going in. The MMA fight, with that, was it Esperanza, the girl
Carla? Ooh, she looked awesome, man.
The other one had nothing against her when she put her on the ground.
Yeah,
that was a great fight. Yeah, that was a great fight. Yeah,
she was awesome.
Yeah, and we got to be so. I don't know why everyone's not so excited about the Jets. Look at the camaraderie with Feeney, the 80 guys that showed up for minicamp. Everything is positive. Let's stay positive. It's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. I'm looking forward to hoping the OTAs they get a number of guys. So be positive. Now the most important thing is the Yankees. Okay, I'm going to correct you, Primetime. The Mets are not the little brother of the Yankees. The Mets are the sister-in-law no one likes. So, so let me put it to you that way.
What reason do we have to be disliked in this town? I mean, I guess if you're an older fan, you saw the 86 teams. I mean, those were some teams that
it's like the Giant fan and the Jet fan, the Knicks fan, and
I'm just thinking, like, at my age, putting myself in the Yankee fan shoes, if I got to see 6 world championships and the Mets haven't won anything, like, I wouldn't even care about the Mets. Like, they'd be irrelevant to me.
Yeah, but still, I mean, listen, you had a great 86. You should have had more, but that team imploded internally. But I'm just surprised that the starting pitching. When's the last time they gave up a run?
Yeah, I mean, they've been on fire. All of them on fire. Jordan Montgomery, everybody, dude. It's just
this Tayon that I'm surprised he took him out that early too. He was pitching awesome. And if the bats end up clicking a little bit, and they look like they're starting to hit they're trying to get base hits versus trying to knock everything out of the park.
Which is what their problem was last year. They were all going for home runs last year.
Yeah. So I mean,
problem every year in the playoffs too.
Yeah, they long ball, and it's scratch out a run. That's all you have to do, scratch out a run. But listen, that's I'm looking forward to this Jet season.
New York sports is fun right now, man. A lot of excitement in New York
absolutely.
sports.
My Rangers are not in it, but unfortunately, what am I going to do? And I can't root for any of these teams. I hate them all, quite frankly. Especially Boston that beat. Boston is one that won 4 games to 1 against the Capitals.
That's what I was thinking of.
So and now their first overtime just completed, still 2-2 tie. But hey, this is it's. I'm gonna see how far the Yankees can go with this pitching staff. The bullpen is playing. What about that triple play? That triple play.
That was so awesome.
And then they win it with 3 straight hits in the bottom of the 9th. That was exciting. But and listen, Wednesday's gonna be a positive night.
Yeah, I'll be out of my. I'll be off. If they lose that game, I'll be out of my mind on Thursday.
No, don't be negative. Don't be negative. Stop being negative. It's gonna be a good night.
Watch out for my Twitter account. I can tell you that much.
No.
We can do a live stream for that one.
Can you do it for basketball? It's like you're doing it for hockey.
It's too fast paced.
No?
It's too fast paced. How are you going to talk and then watch the game at the same time?
Then there's like a lag time and shit like that.
Yeah, you've noticed with the MMA, because the MMA is constant fighting. You're glancing this and that, and then you get off. But I'm looking forward to my shirt.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward for my hoodie.
We got to run apparel company now.
And what is that one that Kevin the short the
sleeveless
shirt, the sleeveless hoodie?
The sleeveless hoodie. You gotta do.
Put that on your list of things to do. That's probably reached about 150 right now.
In all our free time.
Guys, thank you for the little time.
No problem. Have a good night, man.
Great show again. Love you guys. Be well.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too, man. All right, prime time. We will go to Mr. Kangaroo Man. What's up, man?
What's up, everyone?
How are you?
All right. So, Tyson, I told you I'd teach you some Australianisms, and it sounds like everybody, there's a saying here There's a saying here in Australia called everybody's got some sand in their giny. Otherwise, like sand
in their giny.
Yeah, it's like you got sand in your underpants, but specifically referring to women, sand in your vagina. It's not used to talk to women. It's just it's a general thing to say, like when everybody's cranky. Sound like you got sand in your giny. Everybody's got sand in their giny today. Like, what is going on? Everyone's so angry at each other. It's like everybody wearing a pair of shoes that's one size too small or something. It's like you're all cracking off. And
crazy.
Everybody's saying
I'm in a good mood.
Everybody's saying nice things about me. It's obviously you just don't know me. So I think I'll start a fight just so everybody can be angry at me too. but no, I'm just kidding. It's a good day here in Australia, you know, no COVID. I think I might go for a walk. I might go to the shops. I might go in the shopping centre and just lie around and roll around on the ground with no clothes on. We can do anything we want down here in Australia. It's a great old time. But no, just kidding. But seriously, Tyson, I wanted to, with your take on the radio show last week about Nick Foles as a backup.
Okay.
I sort of disagree with you just slightly because I think you want a backup that's good enough to keep you in it, but not good enough that anybody wants them to play. And I think with Nick Foles, even though I don't think he's good enough to start 16 and take you to a Super Bowl, I do think he can come in and rally the troops and get into a Super Bowl because he's shown it. But I think for Zach's sake, you probably might want to, in my opinion, I would probably pursue Mullins because he's got familiarity with the system and nobody is going to be saying, we want Mullins to play over Zach. Everybody will be able to take a breath, give Zach his time to grow. But I do see your point. You make a solid point with Foles, though. I do take it there. I just think I'd probably go down the Mullins route.
I mean, I would not sign somebody out of fear that out of the fan reaction. Who gives a shit? I don't care what the fans think. I won't give my team the best chance to win, make my most competitive quarterback room. That's the most important thing to me.
I understand that, but I think, especially in teams who've had a history of losing, that fan reaction may not carry weight with the coaches, etc. But when the owner's sitting up in the box hearing the boos and the screams and the cries and the people aren't turning up to games, etc., then that owner starts looking at his back pocket and going, this bloke's costing me money. And I agree. I am on your side, Tyson. I agree with what you're saying. I just think history would show that with a player like Foles, it happened in Philadelphia. Like Wentz got him to the Super Bowl, got injured. Then as soon as he started having a few crap games, bring Foles in. It's just me trying to start a fight because everybody was so angry this week.
But that's something that's like 2 or 3 years from now. The rookie year, I don't think it's going to be like that. I think everybody says, you know what? We're willing to endure the growing pains and the learning curve of a rookie quarterback in the rookie season. To me, it's like I think you bring in Foles because he's an excellent leader. You can teach a lot to Zach Wilson. If he has to play, he can. It makes him give him competition where it's like, listen, we're gonna go throw for throw, bring out the best in him. Like I wouldn't fear about the fan reaction if Wilson doesn't play bad. I mean, it doesn't play well. I mean, Part-time, what do you think? That's the last thing I worry about.
I'm focused more on Zach Wilson as far as just bringing in the right mentor, somebody that knows the system. And, you could have a guy that could step in and play. That's all well and good, but I'm not focused as much on that. I'm focused more, again, on just having the right guy next to Zach Wilson as he's coming off the field, just somebody that knows what he's seeing, that you could trust in the locker room, that you can confide in, like Josh McCown was for Sam, like Brunell was for Sanchez. I think it's important to have that. So whoever you identify as just the most knowledgeable, most in tune with the system, and a good mentor, a good coach, a good leader, I think all those things are more important than what they could do on the field.
But let me ask you this, though. Do you think that Nick Foles still thinks that he's a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Probably
or
not.
Do you think he's come to the conclusion that, or do you think he's come to the conclusion that I'm a backup? Because Joe Flacco last year, obviously, and when he was in Denver, obviously still thought he was a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yep.
So
he said that
no desire whatsoever.
Going to the Eagles, he said that, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he has no desire whatsoever to help these guys because he wants their job. And I just think, along with what I said before, maybe Foles still says, you know what, I'm big, what do they call him? Big Dick Nick Foles. I'm coming through. And you're right, Tyson. I don't think that in this particular instance that it's clear that the Jets are all in on Zach. So maybe Foles will say, I don't really have a chance to get the job there, so maybe I shouldn't go anywhere. I was just sort of listening to you talk about it on the radio, and I thought, I can start a fight with Tyson over that. There's too much nicety on this Let's Talk Jets radio show. Everybody's too nice to each other. We need to bring some sort of antagonism into the show.
No, listen. I could see that.
I'm just busting your ball.
No, I could see that though, where if Foles wants to start and push to start and shit like that, but then his options in the NFL are gonna be very slim, man, because not a lot of teams will give him that opportunity. You know what I mean? He'd be the odd man out in most places.
Yeah. One last thing before I go. Do you think Shannon Sharp did Julio dirty?
Oof.
Or do you think that was a poorly set up thing for Julio to say what he wanted to say, and Julio
almost seems like
what he was doing?
I think it was calculated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it was that bad that it was. I think it was that badly done that it was calculated.
Yep, I think so too. To create like a firestorm.
Because let's say I knew you guys are doing your show every Monday at 10:30. I know it's on, right? Let's say you just all of a sudden, say I was in America and you rang me up. First thing I'd say is, are you guys doing the show right now?
Yeah.
If I was a professional athlete and I had a friend who had a national TV show,
yep.
Am I on the air? Yes. Okay. I better watch what I say. I just think, I don't know. And one other thing, are you guys still selling the shirts? Because I don't want to sound like I'm a tight ass, because I'm not, because I'm really living large and I'm balling. But the shipping to Australia is the same cost as the shirt.
Yep.
So is the shirt
we'll
still
send you
sale?
one, man. We'll send you one.
No. Well, I'll donate the cost of the shirt to the charity that you're supporting.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll send you. Do we have your email? Send me an email, dude. Send us an email.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, everybody have a good week. Rinse the sand out of your johnnies so you aren't so angry. Get some shoes that are comfortable. Go Knicks. Go Jets. Go New York. Insert your team. Mets, Jets, Giants, and Big Apple. Peace out.
Have a good night.
All right. We're going to wrap this up with the biggest celebrity of the show, who wants to be called Crenshaw. He wants to take your job. He keeps going after you, saying that you're not good. He definitely wants Tyrone off the show. He's not a big fan of Tyrone anymore. So let's see what we got here. Darren is the man. We will bring him on. The final call of the evening. What's up, man? Look at this shirt he's wearing. Look at this guy.
Looking good.
What's going on, guys?
Look at the shirt. The guy's smiling right now.
I have a song to sing for you.
Go ahead, sing away.
Your boss roasting on an open I'll take a sandwich.
I didn't think I deserved what Cassandra gave me. I thought I was nice to her, but it's all good.
I love her. I love her.
Of course you love her. She never roasts you. That's why.
She goes on his show, man. She's like on his show now. Like he's got a celebrity cast now.
No,
you better keep her in your good graces.
She has never been on my show.
I thought she was. Or you invited her, I think, or something.
No, I was going to.
Stealing our guests.
But now after that, I'm afraid I might get canceled.
No, you're fine. She'll never talk shit about you. Don't worry. She likes coming after
My bad. I thought you were. I saw him ask you. My bad. Everybody's so angry.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to talk about the Knicks real quick.
If you start ripping the Knicks, Jose, I tell you what, I will not be nice to you, bro. We will fucking fight. Just so you know, if you're gonna talk shit, this will get fucking heated. I'm telling you right now. This prime time. You heard the warning, right?
Yep.
If he's like a monitor fucking talking shit, this will get fucking.
Said he's not.
All right, let's hear this.
I was rooting for the Knicks last night, but that last play was absolutely stupid.
No, I agree. That shit pissed me off.
That's all I wanted to say.
All right, then we're friends again.
They should have had Derrick Rose come off the screen and shoot a 3.
Or give it to Burks, man. Like,
Burke,
there's
right.
just I don't anybody but Randall.
Burks or even quickly, I'd let shoot it.
Yep.
Burks
Going
was
deep.
in.
Burks was throwing. He was inbounding the fucking ball.
Thank you.
Stupider.
Thank
Now
you.
I'm mad again. I was so angry last night. I was pissed.
All right.
I wasn't even so much mad about like the last 0.9 seconds. I'm mad about what happened the last like minute and a half before that.
All right. There is a Nick who went to USC. Who is he?
A Nick who went to
Current
USC?
Nick?
Yes.
Well, I don't know college. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know shit about college.
5 seconds.
Is it Alfred Payton?
No.
I can tell you. I don't know shit about college.
It's Taj Gibson.
Taj Gibson. I never would have guessed that.
No.
Okay, so when I called in on Tuesday, and I called Snoop Dogg overrated.
Terrible take.
Which I don't give a fuck what you say.
Snoop Dogg overrated was your take on Tuesday.
I still stand by that, but fuck it, I'll get killed for it. So prime time. Who's your top 5? Your top 5 rappers.
My top 5 rappers.
Yeah, I have mine.
Snoop Dogg overrated. I mean, what are we doing here?
Top 5.
It's not Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg isn't even top 10.
Top 5. I'm going Tupac, Biggie, Eminem.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of my last 2. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. You'll never see this one coming. I'm going Jadakiss. I'm throwing him in there. And for number 5, I really don't know who I put for number 5. I got to think more about this.
Can I give you mine?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure one of mine will probably be in your top 5 or whoever I put. That's 5.
Tupac, Biggie, DMX.
I don't know if I put DMX.
Darkman X.
Jay-Z, maybe.
Out battle Jay-Z. You cannot not put him in your top 5 if he out battled Jay-Z.
Okay.
On a fucking tour table. If you put Jay-Z in, you have to put DMX in.
What about Ice Cube?
That's my 5th.
Why are you taking my 5th, man?
My 5A is not. My 5A is not.
It's not a bad top 5. I like that.
Tyson, you got one?
Dude, I don't listen to rap enough to give a top 5. Any kind of educated guys, but I like Snoop Dogg. I like Jay-Z. I like Biggie. I like all of them, dude. I like Ice Cube. Like I like the old like NWA, like them. Like that's I'm old though, so.
Well, Ice Cube is the one that wrote most of those raps. So.
Yep. Yeah, Dr. Dre, all them. Like that's like I was into that. Like a lot of the new stuff, I'm just not into, man. I don't really.
Oh, trust me, I'm with you.
But I do find Tom McDonald fucking awesome because he just causes chaos for independent artists. I think he's awesome. I think he does some wild shit and the reactions he gets. He's making millions as an independent guy. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he doesn't get.
I just thought of my 5th, Lil Wayne. Duh.
Oh, what?
I don't know how I forgot Weezy.
What?
How did I forget Weezy?
Because Weezy should be 8.
What? 8?
Yes.
Big fan of Public Enemy too. It was a big fan.
Yes, Public Enemy.
Another good one.
But that's a group.
Yep, no, that's true. Well, Chuck D. I was a big fan of Chuck D. Flavor Flav was wild as shit, but Chuck D was just he actually did a concert here with the what the hell is the Prophets of Rage? He's crazy shit, man.
I would put Pranta. Who was your 5th?
Who's my 5th?
Yep.
Yeah.
Weezy.
I would put Chuck D and Busta Rhymes ahead of Weezy.
Busta Rhymes? No.
Busta Rhymes.
No.
Coolio
wasn't bad.
Coolio.
He was too generic though for me.
Kanye West.
Oh God.
Definitely not Kanye.
No.
I like the early Kanye stuff.
Overrated.
I like the early Kanye shit too.
On the Mexican Kanye West.
What about 50 Cent?
Yeah,
Uh,
my same reaction.
he's top 15.
What about Ja Rule?
Oh God, he's in the closet. Literally,
Murder Inc.
Dude, I saw Ja Rule. I went to one of those like festivals, like a Bamboozled kind of festival where they had like 20 acts, and somehow Ja Rule was one of them. Dude, it did not go well at all, dude. It was bad.
One of my sister's best friends went to one of his concerts. He got booed off the stage.
It was bad, man. It was like literally like people were just like they tried to help him out, and it was just
that is not rap. It's pop rap.
Yeah, it didn't matter what the fuck it was. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. So Jose, thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it.
Did you see my tweet?
Yes, you did. You gave us a shout out. I'm sorry, man. I've been busy as shit.
I do more for the show than fucking Tyrell.
You do, but you also get boxes of. But you got to keep in mind, though, we send you boxes of presents and shit. We don't give Tyrone anything. We don't give him a T-shirt.
That's true.
Keep that in mind. He doesn't have a T-shirt yet. Wait, why are you taking shots at me? They mentioned them. Wait, why are you taking a shot at me? I'm not a rap expert.
I said no.
I know.
He's not He's not my top 5.
But why am I getting roasted? I'm not a rap guy. You give me rock bands. I can talk rock, but not rap. Jose, have a good night, man.
Thanks, guys. Love y'all.
You good, man?
Talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Shirts are in. Hopefully they're going out this week. And then we'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
I don't think